Okay, I think
That's
we're streaming
unfortunate.
now.
Let's find out. I don't know how to navigate YouTube.
We are streaming. Yay. Okay.
Last time, next time, this time on last time, this time. What is the gang getting
Monster
into?
What?
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 Okay. The only thing I gotta do is I gotta roll anything so I can just make sure that the dice is working. Okay, the dice are not working.
Is
I will fix that.
everything?
There we go.
Not visible, not visible, not visible.
Oh, hold on. I need to roll a few things because I have my.
Oh, I'm
things
sorry. Yeah, I deleted. Everyone
All
just
of it.
roll for a
There we
little
go.
bit.
We're good. We're good. I can see them.
What are we
now.
rolling?
Really,
Just
anything.
stuff.
It's just to get them up onto the screen. We're good.
Okay, yeah. Good. Okay, people. I need you all to calm down. Or you get disadvantage for the first roll of this campaign.
But I'm counting,
It already
not at my
happened. It doesn't
computer.
actually.
I'm making tacos.
Fine.
A likely excuse.
Let me see.
Why do you have a custom
I don't
fireballs?
believe you.
It doesn't do anything.
Just so I
just
can,
fireball.
just so I can do that.
Fireball. Interesting.
So I can't have nice things.
But you're not going spellcaster. You're never gonna get a fireball.
Don't take this
We
away
don't
from
know that.
me. He does it.
Anyway, last time on D&D, you all went to the capital. You learned about warlocks and the fact that they have the ability at any time to fight the avatar of the demon that they get their powers from, to potentially not have to worry about any form of interaction from said demon for a length of time. And that avatar is scaled to how skilled you are in your warlock tradition. You learned some stuff about Space Marines and the fact that there was a war fought, and then there were some treaties signed, and that it's really, really bad to be a Space Marine deserter. You also went to council and learned about taxes. And essentially, Ripple was able to convince that not a flat tax was the best way to go, based off of how much, I believe it was based off how much you make. Was it just straight up
Population
income?
percentage.
Population percentage, okay.
I think
Population tax.
One of the bigger parts that he introducced was to the bartering for it.
Yeah, a levy
Yes,
instead
you
of a
could
flat.
do levies as well. You pretty well convinced the two people of the towns, two speakers of the towns that were on the fence, the war criminal Commodus, and
I do
then
enjoy
the other one of the north. And you did pledge.
How progressive that we let war criminals be part of government here.
I think it's more how bad are things.
Fair enough.
So I believe it went Ripple and Brixham said that they would go to the north gate and maybe Kreezor. And then Gabagulio said he would go to the south gate, even though there really isn't much to do there. The whole threat of the Vermintide coming from the north would be in the north gate.
Yeah, I assumed that
so-
we would be moving as a group, and then maybe we would go help out the South Gate after.
There's a good chance that would end up happening. But we'll come back to that when we finish up around here. Anam didn't say anything either way. He made sure not to pledge anything, just in case. And then you talked to the person who is Speaker of the East Gate, and she let you in on a thing that had happened, a drug scandal that had happened. One of her guards was caught letting drugs in, and that doesn't look good in any way, shape, or form. It's a safe zone, not allowed. It's skooma specifically is the drug. And she was able to, after digging, track the person who was giving her guards drugs back to here, which she wants you to figure out who that person is and potentially help with that. Because if you can pinpoint the source to here, then that means it really isn't her fault that happened. She's not going to be in near as much trouble. It won't be like a terrible stain on the East Gate that the Speaker essentially let some terrible things. I mean, Skooma does bad things to you. And she wants you to figure out who here has been distributing the drugs to help her out so that she doesn't have to deal with people saying, oh, well, the East Gate has people with drugs coming in and they don't have enough security. And yeah, so here you are. You found out that there is someone called the Rat King. He frequents the tavern in the evening. And that he, let's see exactly what you learned. You found out that he has beaten up every one of his rivals so far. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's the Rat King. He goes to the tavern in the Azure Mist Tavern in the evening. And he apparently is a formidable foe. So while kind of waiting around, you all decided to go to some shops. First, the last thing we ended on was Gabagulio and Brixham went to go get some medicine, stuff like that, from the shop Good Medicine for Good Coin. Met the lovely Khajiit Drawasi, and that's where we ended. You guys had bought their stuff. I forget the remaining 3 of you. I don't remember if all 3 of you were going to the same place or one of you was going to the magic and 2 of you were going somewhere else.
I was going to the magic store. I can't remember if anybody came with me.
I will let you decide now out of all of the shops. We're both going to the magic store. There's magic, general goods. There's Blamazon. That's right. I forgot to say. You can go get your shipping.
I think we need to take out Befrey Jesus.
It's Beth Jesus, exactly. Befrey Jesus.
Befrey Jesus.
And then there also was Gabbo's Metalworks and Roofing. Of notable shops around the place.
I'm glad Gabbo's is on the notable list.
It is. It's a legit shop. So yeah, where would Anam and Cruiser be going to Magic?
Is that on the ad? It's a legit shop.
The ad was
no. This is not a fake
That's the
business.
subtext.
the fake business. That sounds right.
You know they're not a fake business. They tell you.
Come on down to Gabagulio's real fake businesses.
We just got real fake business all the time. This is a business? No, it's just a door.
I wouldn't know. I've got ants in my eyes.
Ants in my eyes, Gabagulio.
I was gonna name myself that, but I thought it was taken.
Can I see yet? Are we done with this bit?
I wouldn't be going to the magic shop personally because I don't believe in magic.
Okay. Sure. I mean, you use it somewhat. Anam, where would you go to one of the other stores? Would you stay here? I know that Ripple's going to the magic shop. I've already done the medicine. Got general stores. You have Metalworks. Blamazon.
Really have needs for anything, so I guess I'll go to the magic shop just to look around.
Okay. Cruiser's chilling out in the tavern, or are you going somewhere else? Cruiser? Keegan?
I would be going with the normal crew, not to the magic shop.
But the honorable crew already left without you and went to the medicine shop and did their thing.
Oh, I thought I went with them. Okay. I guess I would tag along to the magic shop then.
Okay.
And that's what a runestone does, Kreezor. A runestone.
I don't understand. I don't understand the funny symbols.
I know, but that's why we were explaining it for the last 30 minutes on the walk over.
Pretty much.
And I'll do a
like
perception
because
check.
you like stones.
Do a perception check for me to see if you see any more thieves can't.
I can't see thieves can't.
No. I said Anam.
Ah,
Are you Anam?
I don't know.
So, you would see some more thieves can't. just general writings on the wall, just flyers for various events that are happening around town. And as you read between the lines, you see that the Rat King is most likely an owner of one of the shops around here.
I will relay
And
that
he
to
is
the people
apparently
nearby.
immune to zones of truth.
You don't think he's stupid enough to be thieves canting his own flyer, do you?
Yeah, what flyer is that on?
You mean
The
Jimmy?
That's a
Rubik.
flyer. No, it's a just flyer for an event that's happening. There's a big musical
Wasn't-
event that'll be happening in the tavern in a couple of weeks.
Wasn't the old ones though on the Rubik?
The old one was on the side of it, and it was the gobos that he found the thieves' canteen. This one was just on a flyer for an event, not
Gotcha.
specifically a advertisement for one of the stores.
Gotcha.
But yeah, magic shops over here.
Well,
This
I
person's
will
not
relay
actually
that to the people that I am with, that he is a shop owner.
We'll see if the Magic Man has any information.
You make your way to the magic shop, which is
You're not
right
asking him
here.
about more runestones.
I might.
Oh.
You might. Oh, wait a minute. I don't mean to open. Wait, please hold.
I will not hold.
Hold. Okay, but yeah,
No.
you're good now. No, you can go.
I'm back from cooking tacos. Where are
I just
we?
had to do a really, really important thing. There you go. Now we're good. I updated the doors. So you make your way into a rather lavish but scarcely supplied magic shop with a hooded, actually rather short figure in the center, or over here looking at a book, sitting on the chair looking at a book at the moment. You can see through the hood that this is a small creature. Little pointy ears kind of come out of the back of the hood a little bit. Light purple fur, large light green eyes that shine with a fervent curiosity as she pours through the books. And she looks up for a second and says, "Oh, hello to the Dwindling Mage. How is everyone doing today?"
Is that the name of the store?
Yes.
No, she just called you a dwindling mage.
Well, it's pretty rude.
Yeah, I know. Well, hello.
That's when
Hello.
Me and my
combat
brothers
started.
are. Does university have spring break?
I don't think so. Because the study isn't super rigorous. So there isn't like a serious set of breaks. It's like you study for periods of time. At your leisure is not the correct phrasing for it, but you
At your bill, your wallet can
Yeah,
can handle.
yeah, pretty much. Pretty much is how it goes. It's not like there are set breaks and whatnot, but if you study for, let's say, 3 or 4 months in a row and then you want to stop for a little bit to take a break, you can stop for a bit and then go back. They haven't
Take
set
a
up.
gap year.
blocks.
You just gotta explain it on your
Yeah.
resume. That's all.
Yeah. Essentially, a lot of it has to do with the fact that since the weave is damaged, they don't expect certain people study at different rates because it can draw more of your energy if you don't know how to do things properly. So they try and let you take breaks depending on how magically drained you feel.
Hello there. Me and my brothers are just out for a night on the town, and I thought I would swing in the old magic shop to see what's kicking, if you will. How are you, sir and/or madam, underneath that cloak?
Madam,
Madam.
I'm doing good. Just reading a little bit on various things on the weave.
Ooh. Anything interesting?
Well, what do you? Yes, to me, I would find it interesting, and you do also seem like a scholar yourself. Essentially, it's just books, like just a weave from the past, how it was a lot stronger.
Interesting.
Back where I originally come from, there wasn't a weave. We would just draw from a. We didn't really name the source of magic. Something with gods.
Where do you come from?
The. Aora. There we go.
Aora?
Yes. Eora.
Is that the same species that our mom is?
No, Aora. This is a very short. She's about 3 foot tall. Almost. It's like also fur as opposed to skin, or just refer to your normal human skin. Definitely larger pupils as well. You would know this is an orlid.
Ah,
Which
interesting. Yes, I've also read that the weave used to be much different in different days and different times. Of course, it's always been like this for me. I'm looking around to see if there are any alchemical supplies or anything like to make drugs here. While I'm talking.
do a investigation check.
Alrighty.
Is there any Sudafed at this drug mart?
I would be helping with this because.
Ah. Oh, I get advantage on it anyway. But
He gets
I know-
advantage on it anyway. So you're
I was
not
gonna
able
say-
to pinpoint anything specifically for drugs, and it doesn't seem to mostly be like a potion mixing or an alchemy mixing shop. It seems just to be a couple of magical like crystal balls, maybe a staff or two, but nothing that would be used for alchemical drugs.
Are there any interesting wizardry things here?
There are some interesting spells. There are some interesting staffs. You see, and you can go up and like inspect them if you would like, and
I'll
walk
inspect the
around.
spells.
Sure. There aren't anything as far as scrolls go. It's just staffs and a couple like wands. You can see like a wand of magic missile. You do see a necklace of fireball that has a singular bead remaining on it.
Mhm.
Occasionally,
for the
you
necklace?
see about 200 gold pieces.
Who reached for my blood?
It is definitely everything is definitely a bit more expensive on the magic side since everything is as rare as it is.
Do you charge for a read of your spell book, perhaps? I'm pretty
Read of the
young.
spell
My
book?
my spell my like of your spell book. My spell book's quite light given my more recent study.
Ripple, that seems like a kind of personal question.
I don't know.
No, I mean to be honest, I have nothing specifically against it. I wouldn't charge any. I'm 50 gold for the half of the cost of the ink because it costs money. I don't know if you've looked at how much it costs to actually inscribe things onto your spellbook.
I have not. I have never done this. So what do I need to do?
Oh. Give me a second. D&D. I don't know if they
I
changed
think
this to
Mike just
1D&D.
said it costs you 50 gold to copy her entire spell book. 9
Nope.
level spells included.
Let me just. I guess I need to go to D&D Beyond. I don't want to tell you the old rules if they changed it all because that would be rude. Wizards.
He's just rolling how much the tariffs are on spell copies.
No. Expanding your spell book. Spells you add to your spell book. You can discover a wizard spell on a spell scroll, for example. You must
For
find
reference.
a
High.
level.
We have war criminals in
copy.
government, but tariffs are where we draw the line. Those are
You can prepare it, and if you have time to copy it. For each level of the spell, the transcription takes 2 hours and costs 50 gold. I think that's less than it used to be.
No, that sounds pretty
I
similar.
thought it was 100 gold for 2 hours, but I could also be wrong.
That would be a
Or
level.
maybe I'm thinking of level 2 and up. Yeah, no, you're right. It starts at 50. You can copy a spell book. You can copy from your spell book into another book, and that only costs 10 gold pieces each.
Oh,
So I guess she would only cause you no, because it's from a spell book to a spell book. I would say because it's not yours, I'd throw in a little rule that it only would cost you 25 gold pieces, half the cost of just from another, from a scroll. So she would only charge you the 25 gold pieces.
Okay.
For the resources, and she would give you the ink and the quill.
That's a
Cool.
steal.
Does she have anything interesting?
She has. You're really just trying to
Summon Tarask.
No.
She has nothing interesting. Cool.
She does have interesting things.
Interesting things you can afford, however, it's a different matter.
I did,
Gold
yeah.
pieces per.
Does she
What
have
kind of
a,
spell level are you looking at? Because she has multiple spell levels of stuff. Are you looking for stuff that you can cast now, stuff you can cast later?
I would browse what she has, but then I would make a selection based on what I can afford and what we have time for.
Okay. So she would have grease. She would have. She has chromatic orb, which I believe you already have. It's just
I
a
do have
popular
that.
one. You have absorb elements. These are for your level 1 so far. Mage armor, classic.
Yep, got that one.
She also has unseen servant. And anything for like 2nd level would also be interesting. She has darkness. Enlarge. And
I would take the enlarged one.
Levitate.
What's the cost of
so
enlarged?
enlarge is 2nd level. So
Yeah,
it would be 50 gold pieces. Because it's 25 gold pieces per level. When copying from book to book. Or another person's book to your book.
What does the group think? Because I would have to borrow some money from you guys to do that.
I literally only have silver.
That's fair. I've got 20.
Doesn't a nom have like a ton of gold?
It keeps changing because I keep being incorrect.
Ooh,
I don't think you have a
like
ton.
that
I think
answer.
you're within the. I think you actually might be in the 20s at the moment, and
I
that's
think
it.
I have 21, but let me make sure that that's accurate.
Oh, I think the three of us collectively then still don't have 50, so. I'll have to keep that in mind and come back. We're a little short on pocket change at the moment, but we do have more brothers.
Great. The spell book will still be here for sure at any time. Come on by.
Is there anything you wish to learn? I know I don't have much. I do believe
Let me
I
see
had-
what you have.
And then I've got mage armor, chromatic orb, identify, magic missile, shield, and witch bolt. Because I don't think you can learn cantrips, right?
I don't think so. I'm pretty no. It's always when it's 1+ level 1+ spell. It did say that.
Yeah.
She would be interested if you let her inscribe shield. She would let you inscribe enlarge for 25 gold pieces.
Can I borrow 5 gold, brother?
Sure.
Right, so I'm now poor. One of the
I'm
poor.
now poor.
Wait, does that mean I have more money than Ripple?
I now have 5 silver.
Ooh, I think I have 6. I'm richer.
You win.
Alright. That's done, and I will add enlarge.
You can cast that when you get a 2nd level spell slot. And it's already there. Woo!
Add spells. does not.
It doesn't super work from within Foundry.
I was doing it in D&D Beyond, but it
I
might
don't
not.
know if you make a note, because I don't think it will let you add a second level spell yet.
Because I can't yet.
But if you make a note, then you can add that in as an extra spell. When you hit that level.
Will add a note, and then I will
Probably
attempt to
forget about it.
remember the note.
I will also try to remember the note for you.
But the enlarge is pretty handy to cast on our front line.
It can be.
Every once in a while, it's nice to have reduce, but enlarge is nicer. Just an extra 1d4 on the swing. Now I mumble in Secret Brothers code if we should ask about the Rat King.
I look over at the shopkeep and say, "How did you feel about the weather last Tuesday when it was really bad and dangerous outside?" And I ask in Thiefscant, "Do you know anything about the Rat King?"
He looks confused and is like, I mean, I don't think it was that dangerous. The weather is pretty rare these days. And you don't get any response in Thiefscant.
I'm gonna insight
Sometimes
check.
I get days confused.
You can insight check, sure.
Flawless.
She does not know anything. And I want to be clear to everyone else. That just sounded like a question that was asking about the weather.
Yeah, that's what.
No one else knew it was Thiefscant.
No, I just wanted to make sure. I knew that something was probably being asked under the
Sure,
table.
because it was a very strange question.
And I was inciting whether or not the person was confused or not. Like,
yeah, no, she was indeed confused.
Yeah.
That was not feigned confusion.
Well, if we earn any more money while we're in town, maybe I'll pop back and look at your book. Thank you so much for the time. It's about the door. It's
No
been
problem.
great.
Watch out for the weather.
Brother, don't eat the books. Come.
Oh. I put one back on the shelves. I don't eat books, and I've like run out the door. Often.
The real mystery is why he's ashamed that he eats books.
What are the ingredients that make skooma again?
Moon sugar and nightshade.
I'm just gonna, since I have proficiency in alchemy supplies, I'm just gonna keep my eyes up. If any of these shops have a garden that is growing nightshade.
Sure. Where would you like to go next? I would imagine at this point both teams have done their.
Let's go
talking.
see if we can't catch up with with our brothers at the alchemy shop and see if that might have nightshade growing outside.
Sure. So you can make your way to. You're not this guy on the street is not part of your party.
He's
That'll
welcome
make
to
life
join.
a lot easier for me.
I
It's making life a lot easier for me to drag you.
I was gonna ask him if he had any nightshade on him.
I was gonna ask him if he wanted to be in the party.
Man.
Sup, new friend?
Here. There we go. Now you're actually there.
Oh god, you got stuck in the wall.
No one got stuck in the wall.
Oh no, he made it on the other side.
Yeah.
Damn it. You silenced.
So you go in, as the two of these guys are on their way out, having
Oh.
just talked to.
Wait, they have a greenhouse.
How do
They
we get
do have a greenhouse.
You said we're looking for nightshade?
I didn't say it out loud like that.
You guys just barge in. Greener just goes right for the greenery.
It's clear. We could see
It's
it.
just like. Sure. I mean, people will go and they'll look and see if they want to buy some herbs. The Khajiit goes to like say hello and then stops as Greaser just goes right past.
Like, you have an indoor garden.
Well, hello there.
Brothers.
Sorry about my brother. He gets very excited about dirt.
You brought the
He does
dirt
love to
inside
dig.
the house. I'm not allowed to do that at home.
Don't dig
Rossi
holes
is
in there, Creasor.
confused, but welcome.
Do I see any
Welcome
shade
to
in this garden?
Droassi's shop.
Well, hello,
You can-
Duarte.
You can do a investigation or perception check.
With guidance.
Or maybe no, survival.
I heard.
If you'd like to. You can do
Ooh.
you can do investigation, sure, but
Hold on, I
survival
for-
for
I
Kreezor.
forgot that he did say guidance before I hit the button.
Sure. Well, he's guidance in Kreezor.
I was
Because you're
Kreezor, yeah.
currently
Oh,
Yeah. But still you have a
Sorry.
21. It's still a good roll.
God, that was a
Kreezor
really bad roll for me.
does not notice any, but Ripple is able to see some of the leftmost plant.
yeah, I was
little
thinking that.
purpley plant.
Is it enough to be? Is there enough there to be making skooma, or is it just a small amount for like 1 or 2 potions, or selling a little bit raw, like unprocessed?
It looks like they're it looks like they're probably enough for some. If it's a large operation, that'd probably be hard off of that nightshade.
Yeah.
But you could make a decent amount, maybe to supply the shopping district.
Let's see. I'm still proficient in alchemical supplies, so do I see that the skooma pipe thing anywhere?
In the shop.
Yeah.
So you don't see any skooma pipe in the shop, no.
Oh man, they were really freebasing fucking skooma. I just looked up a skooma pipe because I'm aware of it, but I didn't know what it did. And somebody did a diagram. You are freebasing with a candle.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think we could actually make a vaporizer out of that.
It's just a weird roundabout bong.
But you don't see that though.
I hope my brothers haven't been giving you too hard of a time. Did you guys find anything interesting?
I got all the herbs I was looking for.
Well, that's
yeah,
good.
We got what we wanted. I don't know if it's interesting.
Of course it is. Look at this one. And I start rummaging through my herb bag and pulling different ones out to show everybody.
They all smell just
Oh,
a little
wow.
bit off.
This is way cooler than anything that was in the magic shop. I had to listen to Ripple talk about runestones for 40 minutes.
And that's why
That was
we
just on
send
the
you.
walk.
And then I had to
Runestones are
listen
pretty
to him try to flirt with the lady at the magic shop.
What?
It didn't go well.
What?
I don't remember that happening.
I don't either.
You probably just weren't paying attention.
I wasn't paying attention to flirting myself.
No.
I was
to-
paying attention, and I don't
to
think it
what
happened.
to what Keysor was actually doing.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, he
Gizor wasn't paying attention.
He clearly got a very different impression of that trip to the store than you did.
hmm.
So
Well, let's wrap it up.
Thank you for letting me see your garden. Bye.
you're welcome.
What's in this shop?
Just runs out. That shop says currently closed for business. Opening up within the next week.
Giggle the handle furiously.
What do we see through the window?
It looks like they are there's like a little bit of,
There's like an open
Like little
treasure chest of
miniatures?
gold
Hi.
in there.
but it's not real. You can tell from even here, it's not real gold. It's like little miniature painting, like people who are making little set pieces, little things for. You also see some knickknacks, that kind of thing.
Any paddywhacks?
You have a dog
I'm gonna
bone?
I'm gonna go feed the dog. Greasel.
I mean,
You also can see various. There is a chapel to your left. You see to your right. There is a actual inn to stay at. Not so much the tavern. It's a little bit more higher up than the Azure Mist, which Azure Mist had no rooms. Azure Mist was just a giant tavern. There are a couple spots to stay. You imagine the business is pretty good, being next to one of the larger taverns in town that has no spots to stay for the night.
Should we go check out the roof place before going back to the tavern?
Sure.
Did we already pay for the tavern?
Well,
And pay for what?
we didn't pay for accommodations, but didn't we read that that the Rat King comes to the tavern at night?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going back there eventually. But we also learned the Rat King is likely a shopkeeper. So the only shop we haven't been to that we're aware of, right, is the
So
metal
you
store.
have Gabbo's and also the general goods store.
Let's go to Gabbo's.
If I was gonna be a rat king, I'd be Gobbo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. You can pick
Wow.
any name.
Do you think I should
Racist.
ask him directly, like I did that other person?
You're welcome
Yeah.
to.
You asked somebody directly if they were the rat king.
Well, it is
Well, they
over
didn't
on Gabbo.
understand me.
That's good.
You can go back and ask
That's a good thing.
Drosy,
that
or
they-
you can just ask or Gabbo. It's up to you.
No,
I don't
I'm
know if I-
asking the group if that seems like a smart decision.
Oh,
I don't-
okay.
I don't think it's a terrible thing to ask.
I wouldn't ask.
They're
It's
the
a-
person's advertising, and thieves can't all over town. Like,
You don't know if it's the person or someone advertising for them.
I think you're making a lot of assumptions.
I'm making one assumption.
It's a very big one, though. One that could, quite frankly, decide our fate. This could be a life or death thing.
Everything you do is life or death when you get everybody mad at you all the time.
I think
I
we
mean,
head to Gabbo's.
What's the worst that could happen?
Do
Yeah.
some harassing.
I mean, we could
I
die.
mean, if they're on their way to like close up shop and get to the tavern, we got our dude.
We
I
could
don't think that
literally
you're gonna
die.
I don't think that the Rat King would be dumb enough to murder somebody in their shop in the middle of the day in the safe zone.
I don't
But
think
we might be.
I'm just
We're
trying to
not
imagine
murdering
how
anybody in the.
He didn't get the name Rat King by being nice to people, okay?
I'm not saying we might not get a bruised nose, but
He's
this
the
person
king.
isn't just gonna murder people right in their own shop in the middle of the day.
You have more trust in them than
Have
I
you
do.
heard of Sweeney Todd?
That trust will
That
get you
didn't
killed.
happen in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
He's right. It was the early evening.
Thank you.
Yeah. Which is when he's supposed to be at the bar.
Also, we're going to a shop that doesn't have a basement.
That we
I
know
don't think
of.
it's a barber shop.
It's not on the second floor. You can't there's not a butcher shop underneath it. Or a bakery or whatever it was.
If you
Again-
start singing, we just leave. That's,
Again-
Also, none of us know this musical. That's
Again
the
with
important
the
part.
you made a lot of assumptions
Sweeney.
there too, such as what's
Oh,
under or
I'm
over
sorry.
what.
Did you start reading plays? Because we don't have a like we don't have a troubadour group in our town, so you didn't go see this, so you would have had to read it, and we already know you don't read.
There is one troubadour group in the Akandun.
I'm
It's a big
not
enough
saying
spot.
I know better. I'm just saying you're making a lot of
It's
assumptions.
not in the town you grew up in. No, there wasn't a troubadour.
That's what I'm
group in
talking
Palau.
about.
Yeah. Okay.
Were you sneaking off late at night to go get culture?
Maybe. Not gonna get it.
That's
sitting
when
around
books
here,
taste
that's for
best.
sure.
Does Sweetie Todd exist in this universe?
I feel like it has to now.
Yeah.
You
Are
do
there
a history
meat pies
check
for
first
sale?
off to see if you've ever, because you've probably read some plays before, Ripple.
Guidance.
There has been some saved.
He did say guidance.
He did.
Trying to be fast.
16.
Okay. You would not know about. Actually, Brixham would know that yes, it does exist, because he heard someone that he was helping. Like, there was someone that he was healing from a disease on the wall, and they were talking about how one of the neutral zones troubadours had put on this amazing act of this play called Sweeney Todd, or maybe amazing rendition of this play called Sweeney Todd. So yes, Brixham would know that it exists, and it
God damn
does.
it.
Guys are butchering it. And I'm just from start to finish talk about it. I, the player, have never seen Sweeney Todd, so.
It's one of those things that I can't really recommend you see.
Do we
but-
think it's that guy who has a wooden board for a face?
Who has a wooden board for a face?
You mean Bordeaux?
Yeah, Bordeaux over there. How do
The
I
guy
ping?
comes up.
Yeah, how do I ping?
This old lady?
I don't remember how to ping.
I don't either.
In one of the taverns?
Yeah, board face over there. That looks like a rat king if I've ever fucking seen one.
You know, I'm willing to call.
If it's not that, it's the dude with the actual glowing crown.
It's a guy on a horse. Looks like a knight.
Does he? Do knights normally have golden crowns that are so blingy that they gleam in the sunlight?
This one does.
Apparently.
I don't know. I do feel like. Oh shit! The dude's got his own.
Portrait? Do they all have their own portrait?
No, this one does.
Well, that makes me think more that he's the Rat King.
Well, all of them have like tokens. There's a couple of commoners I threw out in the streets that don't have tokens.
I mean, they all have tokens, but not all of them have their own unique character, Rod.
I mean,
Does Boardface have one?
I do want to see
Yeah,
Board
but-
Faces if he has one.
yeah, but I also want to be. Actually, no,
Oh.
Boardface doesn't have his own. This is just the token used for it. Is
Yeah,
all of the things together.
Oh, sick.
He's just the
Okay.
guy in the bottom left. A lot of these are just different mobs pulled in so that it's not just the same person, and that way I can easier show how it's talking, and then stat blocks adjusted as far as that. I've not had a lot of good luck with AI generated art because I've tried to do some of that for tokens. It's just not. It doesn't like me.
All right, where are we kicking indoors?
Gabos is to your south.
Let's go inside. I gotta stop opening up the ninja program and thinking I can just move.
You cannot move in the recording.
It's true.
So you go inside, and in front of you is a good old fashioned goblin working away on an anvil. He's 3 feet 3 inches goblin. It's got some light green skin, short stubby nose, a top hat. Looks like a little bit of a performer, but from the head up, but neck down is full like blacksmith apron, blacksmith fire resistant pants, that kind of thing. Steel toe boots. Just has the top hat on for a little performance. You open the door and say, "Welcome everyone to Gobbo's shop. What can Gobbo do for you? We got roofing, we got metalworking, weaponsmiths, armor smiths. I can do it all."
That's
He
handy.
takes his top hat off and bows.
I'm not going to do this, but I just want you to know that the thought just crossed through my head of asking him in comment if he knows who the Rat King is, and then asking him a totally different question in Thieves' Cant.
The look on his face is exactly how I think he'd respond to that if he was the Rat King.
But I'm not doing that. I just wanted you to know.
It's that
It was a
deadpan
thought.
stare into the camera. He's just like, I'm the Rat King, but I can't really acknowledge it. What you said in Thieves' Camp, but you also said it in common, and now I just have to live with myself. And I'm like, what? There's no right answer to this.
Okay.
I was like really not prepared for it to be a 3 foot tall goblin that's swinging a hammer.
Gobbo.
Is this a full-size anvil?
Yeah. He's got a little stool. That's like a full-size furnace to your right as well.
Cool shop you've got here, Gobbo.
Wow.
Thank you.
What's your specialty?
Anything metal
do you have-
related.
Do you have swords and shields?
Sure.
What about lances?
Nope, can't do that.
We have swords and we have shields.
God damn it.
Everything metal, swords and shields.
Those?
Roofing. You need a metal roof? I can do that for you too.
A roofing
could
sword or a
probably do
roofing
it.
shield.
What kind of seam? Are we thinking just tin roof or is there a standing seam?
Well, what would you like?
I guess neither. I'm just being curious.
I can do either.
Uh,
I haven't seen the five of you around here. You move in? New? Need a new
No,
house?
we're-
New roof?
I would love a house. We can't afford a new house, but we're
It's
just five
expensive.
boys out for a night on the town.
Taxes are rough.
We got a little reprieve from school. We're going to university, you see. And before we have to begin classes, we're out in the shopping district.
Technically open. I don't know why.
We liked all your flyers, so we decided we'd pop in on our way through town.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I don't normally have college students come into this shop, but it's good to have you here.
I'm gonna insight check that.
Sure. He's telling the truth. It's metalworking and roofing.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that there weren't younger people coming in to buy drugs.
No, I understand.
Huh. Have you made anything cool recently?
Sure. And he goes over here to this little wheel. And he's like, I used to have to. Every single time I wanted to heat the fire, hit the bellows. Not easy, because the bellows is about as tall as me. So now I have it hooked up. I can just turn this wheel, and he starts turning it, and the bellows starts going, and the thing starts lighting up. Easy. That's cool for me.
That is cool.
That's amazing.
Just makes it a lot easier on myself.
Teach
Plus, it'll
me
keep going for a
everything.
while. You want me to teach you how to metal work? That's gonna cost some money, I guess. I don't know.
How did you brain
'Cause-
think wheel?
Wheel?
What if we left him here with you for about, let's say, a year?
I don't know, kid. What do you know about metal?
It hard and comes out of the ground. I like the ground. Do you like dirt? I like digging in the dirt.
I appreciate the offer, but I think he's better off not in a metal spot. This is metal.
Understandable.
I don't want him to get hurt.
Oh, he won't get hurt. Believe you me. But he might. He's
Is this fire
difficult
hot?
on the brain.
Fire is hot, yes.
Okay.
That's your lesson for the day.
Well, while I'm wandering around back there, do I notice anything that isn't like blacksmith related, or is this like real
Do
pure
a perception
blacksmith?
check.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh boy.
You notice nothing.
I barely even took home the lesson that's fire
You have-
hot.
You have fly eyes, and suddenly, somehow, you saw nothing.
It's true.
It's like
It's the glare, man.
the-
There's just
the
so
meme is-
many.
Is that camera rolling? Okay, good. I'm actually blind in my left eye. And I'm 30% blind and
So
Wow.
if I can't get you, does your home wherever you come from need anything? Because we do some form of shipping around here. We partnered with Blamazon a little while ago.
Ah, Befrey Jesus.
Yeah, no one likes him, but he has a good business. He
Ah.
gets things places. I couldn't do that myself.
everything
Next-
shows up a day
next-
late though.
Yeah, but it still gets there. Which, if you're talking about a full roof, that's pretty impressive.
The employees have shit working conditions.
Do we know that?
I mean, I feel like I feel like the whole thing is canon. I don't feel like we're cherry picking here.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, it's not a great place to work, but a lot of people do it and then they regret it and quit. He has a terrible turnover rate.
People pee in bottles.
Apparently not terrible enough.
Speaking of,
You don't need to pee in a bottle.
too
Do you
late.
perhaps have a to-go flyer? We could give it to the. We could go back to bring it with us to our hometown in case anybody needs a roof.
You have a catalog?
Sure. Sure. And he pulls out a book and it has different various types of roof he can do, the different weapons that he could make, shields he can make, different metalworking things. Yeah. It's a full catalog to go. He gives it to you to take.
This even has words in it.
Yeah, yes. That is how catalogs work.
I hand it to Ripple. It's got words. That's your business.
Maybe this hasn't been your day. Why don't you go get yourself something cool to drink? I put the flyer in my thing. Well, sorry to bother you. Thanks for showing us the cool wheel.
Oh, it wasn't a bother at all. Thank you. And yeah, spread the word. More business, the better.
Do you go to the local tavern nearby often?
Occasionally in the evening, yes. Most people do. Hot spot at night.
It sounds it.
Yeah, for sure.
If we were gonna show up there tonight, is there anything we should know?
That you can drink alcohol. I know you're university kids. You probably want to have a fun night. There's beverages there. There's dancing. There's singing. I don't think
Also-
it's karaoke night. Don't go on karaoke night. No one wants to go on karaoke night.
I don't know. I sing a mean song, but
Okay, maybe you want to go to karaoke night. I do not like karaoke night. Personally.
it's a safe space then.
As far as I know, yes.
I will insight check that.
Sure. He seems to be telling. Yeah, no, he's definitely telling the truth.
You're not gonna get mugged.
Correct.
When's karaoke night?
As far as it seems safe. Karaoke night's it's coming up. It's going to be Tuesday. Today is Friday. So if you're around on Tuesday, you can go to karaoke night.
Might have to ensure we're gonna be here Tuesday. You're coming, right?
You can. No, I already told you. I don't like karaoke.
I feel like he led with that he wasn't going to.
I mean, yeah. You just seemed like you were a cool guy who'd do anything is all, and now just seems like I found the thing you won't do.
When did I don't understand.
When we were talking about metals, you made it sound like you'd do anything.
Are more than one of you touched?
He forms
Is it-
extremely severe attachments to people after talking to them for just a minute.
Does it run in the family?
No, well, it
The
might.
last
We're
guy I
all
did this
adopted.
to became my best
Oh,
friend.
okay, that makes sense.
I have no
Yeah.
reason not to. I've only left the house
I-
twice, and the first time I met my best friend.
I want to be very clear. I do not like karaoke.
No, you've been quite clear in that regard. Thank you.
Okay.
I also.
I thought because we were friends.
I feel like
you'd
he.
come for
I feel
me.
like he. I feel like he falls in love with the idea of people and then learns nothing more about them after that image. So. I don't know why he's
Okay.
painted you with the brush that must sing karaoke and do everything, but he has, and so now we will be going.
I thought he would come to
Okay.
support me because we were friends, but I was wrong.
We just met him.
guys aren't friends
Again, he's the
Gotta give
he's
it
the
time.
Second time I left the house. First time, I met my best friend, Jim.
What?
Remember Jim?
I barely.
I
Honestly, if it
wonder
was
where
here,
Jim
I'd
is
go-
now.
I honestly, if Jim was here, I probably wouldn't have known.
Well, he's not
That was a
here.
year ago. Have you done anything with him in the last year?
We sent. Well, Jim's just that kind of guy. You don't have to talk to him to know that he's still your friend.
What?
Yeah, we're still real tight. We just don't see each other. It's not
That
that big
doesn't-
of a deal.
That doesn't seem. You know what? I'm gonna go talk to this babushka. Maybe not. She looks sad. Nope. She looks happy upon further zooming in. Nope. Now further zooming in more, she looks happy but very tired.
She does look very tired.
She's a generic NPC because there's another babushka directly behind
There
her.
are more than one babushkas, yes.
They always
You can
come
still
in
talk to
herds
her.
of 3 or more, so just keep
So,
your
like-
eyes open.
The way these work too is you could find random information off of random NPCs. It doesn't always have to be.
Does
one
the
of ways you can talk.
babushka or Michael Sheen from the hit movie Underworld, either of them look moon sugar high?
Do
Hey,
a
guys,
insight check.
do you guys see a creepy guy hiding behind the towers over
Why
here?
would I do a bad one now?
You can't quite tell.
She will end you if you get any closer.
What
course,
creepy
he's the
guy?
Death salts again.
Michael Sheen from Underworld. He's the king of the lichens.
Oh, I thought we were still looking at babushkas. Okay.
Oh no, babushka too. Yeah, she. I thought she might be high because she looks really sleepy.
She's
There's-
just tired.
there's
Why does
also
that
a-
mean she has to be high?
I'm paying
this is the-
attention to the creepy guy over here.
Well, that's the person from the shop. She's got a cloak over. She's got little ears coming out the end, out the back. It's the person at the magic shop.
Yeah.
Oh, I-
She does not look. She does not look creepy.
I didn't go there, so I
Just got a
actually
hood.
didn't see
Just
the,
got a hood.
the character.
Hoods
okay.
don't mean they're creepy.
Okay, cool. No, it's mostly the eyes, but I get
It's
you.
fine.
I get you.
Intense.
It's okay.
It's like a building.
I just didn't see her icon last time.
Don't make fun of the poor dwindling mage shop. So all you have is the Azure Mist Tavern and the general store. You also can look and talk to random people if you would like. You can look for more thieves, can't
Is it-
you?
is
Have
it-
that's a bank.
I don't think the bank sells skooma. Where's the general store?
Hey.
General store is north and east.
You go to the teller and just tell them you want to do a skooma withdrawal. Nice and easy.
Nobody wants to do a skooma withdrawal. I'll cut through this
Not with that
friendly-looking
attitude.
alley.
And roll for initiative. No.
That'd be fun.
No.
A lot of flowers.
What
in
is this? Is this an open stall?
Give me a second. I'm just bringing Creaser up there. What is what?
Why can I see into
Your
this-
left?
Sorry, I'm
There's
grabbing.
a lot of
my,
windows. It's just a lot of
Oh,
windows.
okay,
it's just a
just
little shop.
windows. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not like standing in that.
So that's
dude's
a
living room.
meeting house. That's where people would just go to meet.
Okay.
There is also a small little study off of that, but that's like people hold meetings in there, rent out the space. It's part of the tavern to the right.
What's this guy?
The general store. It's just a guy chilling out. He's walking
What's he? Oh, there's more of them.
this way. There are
Oh!
more of them.
Oh, whoa, Ripple. Steve
I see the
Harvey,
guy.
otherwise known as the Rat King, is over there.
You've already. I gave you his picture.
That
He's a
only made
knight.
me more- Yeah.
He also probably already started going this way because he's on a horse. He's on a
He's
mission.
running. Look at this
Chase
place
him
was
down.
farmed in the middle of the city.
This guy looks like a
Bush
pirate.
Is this
Is
the
this like a
general store
pirate?
across the street?
It is up here. Yes, that is his general store.
I think it's this one.
Why?
Because this is the only store we've been in that has a big warehouse that you could hide a bunch of drugs in it behind the counter.
The general store.
I know, but all the other stores you could clearly see everything they had, and there was nowhere to hide. There wasn't much place to hide anything. This is quite a small room, leading me to believe he sells illegal things.
Wow. You're just going.
I'm doing building discrimination. Yes, absolutely.
It's so rude. Okay, so you walk into the general store called Vulcan's Grud, and you see the person behind it is a dragonborn, greenish gold, long face whiskers with a long snout, accompanied by 2 horns that go straight back. He says, "Welcome to my shop.
Well, hello.
What can I get for you today, folks?"
Oh, we're just looking for fun stuff. We're a bunch of university students out on the town for a weekend before we begin classes. We're all brothers, you see. It's going to be quite exciting. Yeah, we're just exploring the market district. What do you have?
Most things a general goods store would have. I have various forms of rations, rope, different kinds of supplies, torches, lantern oil. What do you want exactly? I might be able to procure it.
Are there shelves to peruse, or is it just ask at the counter?
It's ask at the counter.
Well, I've already bought what I needed for my book. Do you need anything? I got it. Brixham?
I got everything from the medicine store. I just needed herbs.
Ah, right. You just needed herbs, and they don't sell. You got what you needed. They probably don't sell herbs here anyway.
Do you sell herbs here?
Herbs? Nothing specific. As far as some of your basic herbs, I mean, mostly they're just like seasonings for food.
Just 11 herbs and spices you can't tell us about?
I don't understand the reference.
It's not a reference. I'm just guessing at the number you might have.
That's a very specific number.
It's more than 10, less than 15. It's a good number. What's wrong with 11?
I don't know. But no, I don't have 11 herbs and spices. I'm trying to sell them to you. I think I'd be able to tell you about them. And there's a small little door. Or I think it's a window. Yeah, it's a window.
We don't know how many of them or what they are.
That's behind him that you can see into like a little warehouse with some barrels and things.
I'm looking for something so good it tastes illegal.
I don't know where you would find that around here.
Okay.
That was odd.
Very odd question to ask someone.
You know, after it came out, I tend to agree. But sometimes
so
you just have to
I
see a thought through, you know?
Not all the time.
Sometimes, though.
Anything?
This is difficult because I am not the rogue, so I don't know all the underhanded things to say, but I, the player, do.
I don't think he knows anything.
Roll for initiative.
Hey, Krazor!
Can I offer you any rations or anything? And he turns back and it's like, Thomas, get me a couple rations just in case. See a little guy come back here and go, ooh, grab some stuff. Come up to the side. That's a couple rations.
I inspect the rations.
Sure, do an investigation check.
Thanks for doing it, guys.
25.
They look like legitimate rations.
All right. Do I see any thieves' cant written anywhere in the area?
You can do a perception check.
So,
Suma here.
Fuck.
You don't see any useful thieves' cant. There's a lot of thieves' cant that's like jokes. Like, haha, just robbed this guy the other day. Haha. like thiefy jokes. Maybe like an easy target, stuff like that. But
Okay, well, clearly this guy doesn't know thief skin, otherwise he'd probably remove that.
not this guy specifically, just saying in general, like around, like so and so is an easy target. That's what I mean.
Oh.
Not this guy specifically. Yeah. So if there's nothing I can get to you,
No, do you have any
Nothing for
party
a night out on
supplies?
the town?
party supplies. What kind of party?
Well, we're just trying to have a night out on the town. Anything fun?
Do you have alcoholic beverages?
Well, we were hoping to
Tastes.
take our party on the road. We were gonna go to the tavern at some point, and
Yeah,
I don't
something
know.
more
We're
portable.
trying to cut loose. We're out of our tiny little village.
I've heard that the tavern's pretty good for university students.
Well, that's good.
Anything? I mean, yeah. As far as I know, it's good. Some people head out there during night and party it up. Occasionally,
I believe everybody answers that way.
it's a
I
good way
don't
to
doubt about it.
unwind.
What's the
Why
best
do you
time to
ask?
go there?
Evening, from what I've been told. Evening till some people stay till sun up.
What are they doing?
Yeah, how do they elevate their experience?
Usually by drinking, as far as I can tell. I usually just go there and have a couple drinks and then leave myself. I don't pay attention too much. Usually there's some good bards that play.
I don't trust his squinty little eyes.
You want an insight check it?
Yeah. How much is he lying to us?
You
You'll
can't
never
tell either
know.
way. These
real
ones are killing you, huh? But yeah, that drinking, as far as I know.
All right, if you say so.
You told him.
Not my day, brother. I'm having a really hard time here.
Anything else I can get you before you leave?
No, I think I'm good, but thank you.
You're welcome.
It's been a lovely trip to the market.
Goodbye, Thomas.
Is there anywhere we should
You
definitely
just
hit?
hear from the
market?
back of bar. Where you should definitely hit the market. I mean, what are you looking for?
Oh, I see
You
Thomas
still
now.
haven't, other than just a night to party. That'd be the inn. I don't know. You still haven't told me what you're looking for, other than partying.
Leave
I've
it
already
and be
answered
like,
that.
I know you can buy drugs.
Jesus Christ.
What's he gonna do? Call the town watch on me?
Yeah.
Gonna
I'll
put this
just
very
deny
blunt.
everything.
I want drugs.
I don't
I
know what
Nicely.
you're talking about.
I got laughed at.
Do we see anything through this back window?
The back
Where-
window, you see a warehouse. Nothing
It-
crazy.
day, then.
Nothing as far as druggish, if that's what you're looking for. Just
Yes.
Thomas going around, moving goods, stocking some stuff. There is a big keg of ale out back. Just kind of
How old
he's
is
moving around
Thomas?
doing his thing. He's probably 15, 16.
What about these doors back here? Are they? Are they locked?
So they look like they're little side storage. They're actually not locked. They do look like they're side storage. You can go right up to those. You can do a little investigation check if you like.
Yeah, I would.
With guidance, of course. You don't need it, but it's there.
He doesn't need it. So you do.
27.
You see that these barrels are more recent, but they are sealed shut. But they haven't been popped open yet.
I don't think you get skooma by the 100-gallon keg.
I mean, how else would you get it?
How else would you get skooma?
Do we actually know how skoomba's transported?
We have no idea.
Is
They
it a
sent a bunch
liquid
of
or a
they
powder?
sent
You
a
know
bunch of
that it's nightshade and moon sugar. You know that
So
you've seen some
left a
nightshade, but
while
you've seen
ago.
no moon sugar. Sure.
And I went to here.
I can't tell where you went.
Oh.
Where did you go?
Down here.
You went to between.
Sweeping it.
Okay, sure,
I want to
Sure.
go. I was gonna go in here.
sure. It's the Long Nights Tavern.
Is there? Okay, wait. Can I change? I'm trying to get into this the back.
That looks like a kitchen.
Area. Yeah,
You want to get into the
but
kitchen?
there is a door there that I completely walked by. I think there's a
You-
door
you
in past
could-
here, right?
Burst in through the back kitchen area, yes, to a tavern that is an inn that is currently in business.
Yeah.
Sure. The chef that looks very much like a pirate, the pirate chef, turns around and says,
Yeah.
"What are you doing here?
Oh.
Get out of my kitchen.
Oh, sorry. I thought this was the way.
This is
in.
for employees only."
employees only. Sorry. This is where
Employee,
I'm new
get
here.
nope, get. That's just the inn. It's the Long Night Tavern. It's the inn in a tavern, and you
It's
need
the
to get out of
long-
here.
It's
This
the
is
Long
mine.
Night Tavern.
Exactly. No, scram.
What do you sell here? You're cooking food. What are you
Food
cooking?
and
What kind of food?
inns and inn services.
You sell
Beds.
inns?
Pumpkin. We have pumpkin pie currently going. Got some soup. Why am I telling you this? You just barged into my get out, get out, get out.
Sorry, I'm trying to find.
And he
a
starts
guy about
pushing.
some-
He starts pushing you. He just starts pushing you out, pushing you
trying to
slowly
see a
out.
man about some moon sugar.
I don't have any of that here. That's illegal.
How do
Get
you
out of
cook your
here.
pie?
With regular sugar. Get out of here.
Mr. We should be subtle just breaks into a kitchen. Do you have any moon sugar, bitch
Slams the
boy?
door and you hear it lock.
What happened in there?
I don't know. I'm stuck between walls.
Serves you right.
I see what you're trying to do, but was the best tactic barging in on the chef?
I don't know. I thought they'd be nicer if I was speaking nicely.
You
I
weren't
think-
speaking nicely.
Well, first I was. I was like, "Hey, where am I? I'm new here." He's like, "Get out." Like, I don't know. The door
Don't
was
just-
unlocked. For
Have
good
you ever tried to
smells.
just go into the back of a restaurant before?
The door's not usually open.
Oh,
they
that's
are.
actually
That's not true.
They usually are. They usually are.
usually are.
They're always open.
Normally somebody's smoking.
Yeah.
Usually. Or just yelling. at the
So-
liquid.
Let me
At this
rephrase.
point,
If the door's
as
not
you-
open, it's locked.
As you investigated, you'd be up around here. What was Ripple like to do with the information that they look like they're new?
Just
Unopened.
new barrels.
Or
Were
just
there any
locked.
stamps? Are there any stamp seals? Is there a bill of lading? Is there an invoice?
There is no invoice. Wherever the invoice would be, would seem to like it. It isn't with the barrels itself. The invoice at least has been taken.
Gotcha. There's no brand stamp or marker on the barrel.
No, they're actually unmarked, which is mildly unusual. Some things that are delivered in bulk will be unmarked, but most things have a place of origin. It's something that the council has been trying to crack down on, or at least get a little more consistent across the board, is having everything marked, just so that they can, let's say rotten food gets delivered somewhere on purpose or by accident, they could trace it back. So they've been trying to do branding a little bit more often, but it still is a very early process. So occasionally you'll see barrels come by unmarked. You'll see things like that. But they're trying to get everything to a marked state. More and more places have all marked barrels, all marked shipments.
Right.
But
If
these are
I
new,
I'm
unmarked.
gonna use Mage Hand to slosh the barrel a little bit. Is it liquid inside, or does it sound like solids inside?
Do another investigation check while you're doing that. with your hearing.
All right.
You don't need it.
I did wait to hear.
You should still have it. It lasts for a minute.
I used it on the last one. I rolled the d4 for 2.
You know how like when the maraca shakes and you hear that? That's what it sounds like.
It could be moon sugar.
What you got there, brother?
Could be salt. It could be real sugar. It could be moon sugar. From my alchemical knowledge, do I know if moon sugar is actually like a small crystal, or is it? Would it make that noise? I guess I've never held it, so I don't know.
You could do a history check to see if you've ever read.
That I will take the help for.
Book guidance.
All right, so that plus that.
Because moon sugar itself isn't illegal. Moon sugar
That dude just told me it was.
is just used in making illegal things.
Well, that's what I thought when I asked him.
Well, yeah, but he said he didn't use that there. It
But no,
has
he said that's
negative
illegal.
connotations around. It has. Sorry, I'm sorry. He didn't. He must not. He wouldn't have said it's illegal. He would have said that he doesn't have any of that there.
Okay.
Roll the tapes. I don't think he said it's illegal. I think he doesn't have any of that here. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely roll the tapes.
Moon sugar hasn't been outlawed. It's just has some negative connotations around it. You are not 100% sure whether moon sugar is actually crystal or that's just the name for it.
Gotcha. Do these just have a resealable bung, or would it be noticed if I opened it?
It would be noticed. You could attempt to resale it after you open it up.
I could help you with that.
No.
No,
Remember, we're not city guards. We can't just start stealing things. I'm trying my best to be discreet.
We're not stealing. We're investigating.
But we're not police. When regular people do investigations, it's called being illegal.
Oh, I thought that was just calling being neighbors.
What do you do with our neighbors?
You're saying that we could potentially just pop one of the bungs out and pop it back in, and maybe nobody would ever notice?
So on the street while you're doing this, Gabagulio and Anam would see the general store owner just slowly start to make his way towards the back.
Are you guys calling out at all?
No, they're just staring.
no whistle, no
running screen or interference, nothing.
I'm watching it now.
I mean, I'll look over at you guys and just say, "Hey, did you drop something over there?"
No.
Not you, idiot.
I was looking for books to eat.
You're not supposed to eat books. We've talked about this many times.
He steps around the corner and sees the two of you.
He got excited over
the.
He got excited
Found
about
my contact.
This isn't where I parked my
It's
car.
under the wagon.
He got excited about the cart.
Do a deception check.
Which one of us?
Do the three of you do a deception check? I'll take the average.
Oh no!
I'm gonna give myself
sorry.
guidance.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
highest roll of the night there.
Yep.
Oh,
It's real bad.
What were you actually there for?
My brother got excited about the cart. He loves pulling a cart. I had to remind him that's not our cart. He's very slow.
I'd run over and try
I
picking
tap
up the
my
cart.
noodle.
God, I hope he can't even lift the cart.
Can I lift the cart?
Do an athletics check.
Nat 20. He just goes hauling ass with it. Not bad.
-1
You
in
lift up the
strength.
cart. You're not able to move it too much, but you're able to do a pretty decent job.
I start
picking
making
it up.
like broom broom noises.
Yeah. Put the cart down.
Okay.
Not good to go through other people's belongings.
I was just playing with you, the cart.
Anyway,
I want to be a cart driver someday.
good for you. Now, shoo.
What you
And
building
you
back
hear
there?
him close the door and then locks.
Wow.
Well, I'm
He's
gonna move
kind of
on.
a dick. I'd walk up to this window.
He shuts the window. You technically think you can see through it, but you can't actually.
Oh.
Right, restriction. Normal update wall. There you go. You no
Slam.
longer can see through.
Slam, click.
You go into the Long Night Tavern, Ripple. There's currently one patron with a mask sitting at a table, and then the innkeeper behind. The innkeeper looks at you and says, "Welcome to the Long Night Tavern." You actually can see that the shadow that is made from the bar almost looks like it makes a little sword.
I see that. Cool.
And yeah. Welcome to the Long Nights Tavern. What can I do for you today? Like a room? A drink?
I'd like some mead.
We can do that for sure.
And
Want
he
to?
would like this
I'll
man
start.
over here would like a whole pumpkin uncooked.
I'm sorry about that. We do have only cooked pumpkin pie tonight. Fresh out of the oven, though.
Unfortunately, he's a raw pumpkin kind of kid.
I can go check the barrels out back, but I don't think I have any fresh pumpkins in there. They usually aren't delivered by barrels that often anyway, but sometimes you get them wholesale.
Ah, neat.
I can go check it if you want.
Sure.
I don't have high hopes, though. She goes out back. Hey, Edgar, why is the door locked? Normally it's open. Well, this guy came in and he made a ruckus in my kitchen. And then it's like, oh, you know, we probably should lock the door more often. Opens up the door.
I closed the door and go, yeah.
Yep,
You feel
sorry.
safer with Gobcooley outside.
Couldn't find any uncooked pumpkins for you.
Well, I'll take that mead
Oh.
and I'll sit down. Nice place
Sure.
you got here.
Thanks for
Yeah.
trying.
You get a lot of no problem, anytime. Get a lot of business from the Azure Mist. People party for the night and then head on over here.
Yeah.
Where would you say the most body tavern is? Like the most ruckus and the most wild?
Probably the Azure Mist.
Okay. Would we fit in there?
Anyone goes to the Azure Mist, as far as I know, anyone can fit in. I don't think there's a specific type. Some people
Do
go a
you
little
go
bit
there?
extra crazy. No, not all the time. Usually I have to, well, actually, honestly, very rarely. I usually have to make sure that we're all set up for the night. We usually get some, a lot of business. Usually not so many people drinking here. Our meat supply isn't always that high because of that. Most people are just, trying to chill out and go have a bed for the night. Rest up. But we try and make sure that we have some hangover food ready for the next morning.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Kind of our specialty.
Ah, good to know.
Yeah, if the business, you do what the business is, what's needed. People come in, they're drunk. We make sure they have a bed. We make sure it's nice and comfy. We make sure that they have access to a bathroom if necessary, and then hangover food in the morning.
Good.
Anything else I can get for you guys?
Do we need a place to stay?
No.
Okay.
Being the people that you are, you can have there's some rooms actually specifically in the universities.
Gotcha. I don't know what to ask.
You can ask anything. It's D&D.
I know. I'm just trying to not know more than what my character.
Everyone's trying to not be like, do you sell drugs? Which I respect, but also you can ask roundabout ways, like don't overthink it.
If we wanted to be one of the crew that was at that party tonight and going real hard. Do you know
Well,
who we should talk to?
What my brother's trying to say is he's got a bit of a sweet tooth, if you know what he means.
I don't know who you should talk to. I have noticed some people coming back a little extra messed up. Not a super big fan of that. Don't like the idea that they're doing harder things because this is a safe zone. But I also don't discriminate here. Business is business. I don't know where you could get it. I would advise against it. But there's definitely something a little bit stronger than alcohol being served over there.
Interesting. Well, maybe that's where we go for the evening.
The Azure Mist, I'd say. I mean, yeah, that's where everyone goes for the evening.
Let's do it, brother. What
Ah,
could go wrong?
why
Once
would you say
again,
it that way?
I would, I would say don't. But if you need a bed, we don't discriminate. You can come here. We also have another tavern, or we have our sister location.
You have a sister location?
Yeah, essentially, it's to the southeast. It's the Daybreak Tavern. It's a much smaller spot, but good place to go. It's essentially like a longer room. It's not like, it's more like a boarding house, if we're going to be honest. We're working on building it out and expanding it, but at the moment, all we have is beds and a place to stay there. They don't serve food. Any overflow goes there.
Okay.
It's possible if you want a fresh pumpkin, the Azure Mist might actually have that. They have a little more food going on there.
Ooh,
They got a lot
alright.
more shipments.
Thanks for being really nice. And then I just like kick open the door and I'm like, pumpkins.
Don't do drugs.
We'll try.
What was Gabagulio doing in the alleyway?
Drugs.
Probably exploring.
Oh no, where did Gabagulio go? I closed the door on his face. It was
There are
for his
various
and our own
things
good.
around.
Me,
That's the meeting house. That's below
me, the player,
you.
was listening, but Gabagulio,
Sure.
the character, was definitely.
There's a church. There's a bathhouse. There's a bakery above Azure Mist. It's actually kind of where he gets most of his baked goods that he sells. Those kind of things.
And so that's over by me then?
Yeah, to the north, directly north of you is a bathhouse. Directly northeast of you is a chapel, church. And then to the northwest is the bakery.
Okay, so
This
the
is
bakery over
This
here.
is backhouse.
And
This
where's
is,
this? And then this is the Azure Tavern?
That's the Azure Mist. You've already been to the Azure Mist
Yeah.
before. You had a couple of drinks, or like a drink, I think, there earlier.
There's nobody in the bakery.
There is someone in the bakery. I didn't put a token there, but there's someone working hard in the bakery. at the
Someone I
moment.
can see through the windows in the front?
Let me
like
do
here?
a real quick.
It doesn't really
Yes.
matter where they are, but like they're not. Yeah,
they're
just
they're
Okay.
there. They're currently making a bunch of breads and stuff on display, getting ready.
Are there any, like,
You get a sense that a lot of the what?
Are there any like benches on the sidewalk? Can I like sit here in a non-weird way
Yeah.
and just look into the bakery?
Sure. There's a
You
bench there.
immediately look like you're nodding off.
Just wanna
But you
see
can
what
look into the
baker
bakery
does
just
for me.
fine. Sure. While they're wrapping up the conversation and trying to figure out where you went, you are just looking at the baker's just baking, like a lot. You get the sense that they have a lot of stuff that they need to bake, more so for even what's will go in this shop. They're baking for a lot. So they supply baked goods around the area.
Yeah, single baker supplies the whole tavern with baked goods. You said it's this place.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
bakery, right?
Yeah. Well, you're right next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, this is your miss. Yeah, the place down south. Yeah. They bake stuff for them.
I mean, the town's not that big. I would just wait for them.
This
to
is
be
for
done
the
doing
Achen
whatever.
Dune. This is just the shopping district of the Achen Dune. The Achen Dune is the town the size of New York City. This is just for a portion of it, to be
But
honest. But
we
say
know
the
we're-
town's not that big. Is
Sorry. The spot that we're currently only ever going to be at the tavern or the other tavern is not that big. Because there's nothing else to do here. So I'm just going to wait around and see what they do and see if we cross paths. I'm just going to keep watching the baker. I'm like keeping track of how many things they're baking. Just
they're putting drugs
mindlessly-
in the baked goods.
No, I'm just...
Using a little extra moon sugar, a little nightshade. Anyway,
I'm also
what's the
kinda
rest of the group
watching my
doing now?
surroundings. I'm looking for sketchy people. I'm keeping my eyes open, but mostly I'm watching the bakery.
Sure. What's the rest of the group doing? As you walk out of the tavern, the Gabagool is just not there.
We head back to the
This
other
again?
tavern?
Not again. What time of day is it?
It's getting to evening. It
We
is
should probably
starting
head back
to
to
turn.
the tavern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe there'll be
Keep your eyes
one
out
of
for
the
Gabagoolio.
shopkeepers there.
There could.
Might be even more than one. I didn't think it would be so hard to find scuba gear in this town.
Guys,
The
what if
safe zone.
Gabagoolio's the Rat King?
I'm gonna go around the outside.
Assuming eventually the baker brings food over here, right?
Yeah, yeah. So the baker would go past. You'd see that everyone else is kind of getting into the Azure Mist Tavern, Darkshire family, and they're walking past and they
I was
bring.
gonna say
good
when the
food
baker
in.
goes in,
What?
I would like turn around and then see where the baker goes in here, and then I'd see people that I know in the tavern. I'd be like, oh, people I know are
Yeah,
in
the
this
baker starts
tavern.
Yeah.
dropping stuff.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, bud. We lost you again. I decided to kind of do a little roundabout. I was hoping we weren't gonna have to find you.
Well, I mean, I figured.
Remember
we'd
last
either-
time we had to get Dad, and Dad had to go chase you down, and
Well, no, I went to the message board last time, but this time I knew we were either going to end up at Tavern 1 or Tavern 2, so I hedged my bets. I just stuck around outside. I figured I'd pass you guys on the way in or something.
oh,
And if you didn't
you
show
weren't
up,
sitting
well,
by the hedge though.
No, I was watching this baker.
To be clear, I only closed the door to the inn on your face for your own good.
Is
You what?
Is the baker the Rat King?
The door to the inn.
The-
The other tavern.
Oh,
closed it
you
on you.
assumed I was paying attention to you. Okay. No, I was.
You were looking directly at it. So if you weren't, I believe we need to get you medical attention pretty quickly.
Maybe. I also can't show directions. I can look this way, and this way, and this
Gabagoolio,
way.
you hurt?
Guys, I think Gabagoolio's flatlining.
Gonna medicine check him.
I can't turn my
Is that a
head.
Daedric
guys.
Prince down there in the bottom left?
He's doing fine. What?
Okay.
Is that a Daedric
I know,
Prince
he's-
down there in
he's
the bottom
completely
left?
fine.
But,
Bottom left? No.
Did I see
It's
anybody?
actually just a wooden person
Did I see anybody sketchy
wood.
in the streets
in the streets.
while I was watching the
No.
baker? No.
You do not see anyone extra sketchy in the
I
streets.
said, well, I was just watching around, see if I could notice anything sketchy going around. I figured we tried all this walking around stuff, and maybe we had to just wait for it to come to us. So I sat in front of the bakery and I waited. And quite frankly, I got the exact same amount of results as you guys did. So we're just as successful in this. No method yielded better results.
I wish I
Okay.
was cheering with you.
I know you're not here
Because
though, so this all makes total sense.
Okay, so it is nighttime, evening, and we're gonna take a small break because these cats are starting to.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to let the dog out.
Perfect
Oh,
time to take a break. My food's also here.
Perfect. Everybody wins.
Except for the food.
I had to go
Yeah, it's
find
gonna
my
be
food
eaten for
downstairs,
reals.
and chase down and figure out why it smelled like burning crayons in my house.
Oh man.
This is an absolute banger. I need to finish The Witcher someday.
Have returned with my grab bag of food.
Did you get Taco Bell? McDonald's?
No, I got DoorDash at McDonald's and I got whatever was on sale, so I got a bunch of random assortment of cheap food.
I was right.
Except it wasn't Taco Bell. I can't get
I didn't
that.
say Taco Bell, but I was
Okay.
out of mic distance.
Okay. Yeah, I got a grab bag of McDonald's food. We don't have a Taco Bell here. The only Taco Bell is over in New Brunswick.
We also don't have a Taco Bell.
The last time I went, it was like, we left here at like, oh, I don't know. We calculated it out that we were going to get there 15 minutes before close, and we drove the 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever it was. Drove across a bridge that cost like $50. And we did the whole thing. So, yeah, they were kind of pissed when we got there like 15 minutes before it closed and ordered like a fuck ton of food, but they're kind of used to it because it happens a lot. A lot of people just are like, fuck, are we that... Do we forget what Taco Bell is that much that we're willing to drive that far just to be wrong?
Yes.
Yep, every time. It was only one time, and it was like 9 years ago. I know it was like 9 years ago because I did it the year that the prime minister who just resigned, the year he won the first time we did it. Or when he won the first time, rather. When he won his
Wait,
first office.
Trudeau?
Yeah, when Trudeau won that night, we went to New Brunswick for Taco Bell. And we're like, we'll just listen to the election results on the radio while we're going, because we'll be up anyway. And we drove a province over and got Taco Bell.
So, anyone watch any of the testimony today?
What? So, I need to know, what is it this time?
They group chatted war plans and included a reporter.
I heard about
And
that. They're already testifying about that? Things are moving quick.
Well, they're lying through their teeth saying they weren't war plans. There was no mention of missile systems, and then they're like,
Oh.
those missile systems. Oh, F-35s, like, that could mean anything. You know, talking about them flying somewhere and bombing a thing, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean it was a warplane. I wish that, like, somebody just had a squirt gun in there, and every time one of these fucking idiots lied through their teeth, they just get squirt gunned, like sprayed with a hose.
I wish
That'd
lie
be funny to
detector
watch.
was more of a real science, so we could force politicians to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if
Sadly,
it's
it's
more
too
like
much
a
of a
zone of
pseudoscience.
truth.
They would just do the whole thing that people do. They talk around it. That would be like the number one thing they would learn or know is how to talk around a zone of truth.
It would be It would be like obvious though.
Yeah, it usually is.
Instead of just lying
Okay.
because people don't have access to the real numbers, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so you. Is everyone back, by the way? Did anyone actually leave other than me?
No,
I'm here.
I
no,
left,
we've
but
all
I
been
came
waiting
back.
the whole time.
I haven't heard Frank talk.
Fred? Are you on?
My headset's on. Start up. I'll be back shortly.
He's pooping.
Okay.
I'm
He's-
not.
Finish it off.
Got it.
Doing dishes.
Okay, so
Don't push Frank. It'll be okay.
you all make your way to the Azure Mist Tavern. And you're all at night hanging out. A lot of people come in and they all start partying and having a good time. You notice the one thing that does stand out a bit is there is a cloaked figure that walks from the southeast. It's over, down low. I did. You have much.
He's got a cutscene, you ass. He's got to be at the opposite end of you.
Like. Do I notice this
You
incredibly
see-
suspicious figure?
No,
He
you're
doesn't
too
look
busy
exactly like in the
listening to me.
picture. He has a hood. The way it works is he has a hood over his head. He has, it looks like a hood of matted fur, dark brown coat, dark brown trousers. And he isn't sitting there holding a pile of glowing skooma in his hands. But that's the picture to hit home who it is. No one says anything to him as he goes by, but as the night does start to go, you do see occasionally a commoner or someone just make their way over to him.
Which, okay. He's set up way in that corner.
Yes. There's actually a couple people up on stage right now.
Am I able to
Plain
see
music.
this? This is essentially what I've been looking for since outside the bakery.
Yeah,
It's like I can see it on my screen. I just don't know. Is that
yeah.
too much?
There's no reason for you not to be able to see it.
Okay.
They did this thing with walls again that don't really make sense because the middle section doesn't actually have walls, it has archways. So you should have sight lines around the entire thing. So what would you like to do with all of this information or all these things you're seeing? There is like a small little curtain around some of the tables as dividers. So that's where you're seeing the little dark patches
Okay.
now. Like there's a curtain around where he
Do I
is.
see like a handoff?
I might.
Do a perception check. Anyone that would like to.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Ooh.
There is also,
I do not.
pardon me, there's
We're
a
back
light
rolling
here
that.
for anyone that wants to sit and watch the band. It's not just complete darkness up there. Brixham does see a handoff,
Really a terrible group roll.
but Brixham does.
I think I just know something. He handed him something. I'm trying to be
Then the
quiet.
person starts to walk back towards this table over here.
Could I see what it was?
It looks like a vial of something.
Do we know if Skuzma comes in vials?
Gross.
You had been told that skooma comes in vials. Yes, skooma. Skooma isn't. That's not a
No.
made up. That's not even a crazy name. Skooma is a thing from the hit video game
Nope.
series, The Elder Scrolls.
The
Nope.
Elden Rings.
I'm not going with it until we find it.
You do know that skooma does You would have been told by the person who even sent you on this that skooma is in vials.
You say the further away I think we're going from it, the more I'm gonna call it skooma.
That doesn't make any sense. And someone else gets up, start making their way
Are you
over.
gonna tell us what you see, Brixham, or are you keeping it to yourself for now?
He said he saw something. He saw. He,
I
saw.
said it right.
He did see. Yeah.
So, sorry, I couldn't hear you over the music.
Well, turn the music
I
down.
was
Yeah,
trying to be
fine.
quiet, so I guess it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
Yeah, I mentioned that as casually as I could point out this person got a vial from the cloaked figure down there. Is there a light source down in his little corner?
There
There's
is
a little wall.
a small light source, right? I can move it around a little bit. It's this thing right here. It's up against the wall. It's like a wall sconce.
Loose scoons.
A loose
Can I
sconce.
very sneakily use what is it? Is it a flame?
It is a flame-based light source. They haven't really done much electricity yet.
All right, so I'm gonna
There's
make
no
it
potato.
brighter, really quickly to see if we can like catch face under the hood.
So you go, and the face under the hood does actually look like a rat. Now that you see it under the hood.
I think it might actually be a rat. I just thought it was like a title.
You think he'll sell to me? How expensive is it? Do we know that? What's the street value? What's it worth?
Gold.
What's the
It has
street
to be
value, Scuba?
cheap if it's selling it out at the back end of a bar.
Anam would know the street value of skooma is 50 gold a vial.
It's very expensive. I don't think we have the money.
No, it doesn't sound like we have the money. It's not cheap at all.
I mean, I've got like 37.
Okay, so hear me out though. He's a bad man.
Mhm.
If we kill him, we're allowed to take his money.
Yeah, so but first we gotta prove that he's
can't
bad
just-
and buy it from him.
We can't just murder someone in a bar.
We could steal from him if we. I mean, wait. Let's not talk about
We
it
can't
that way.
steal from him either. No.
Brixton will tell Mom if we steal from him, so we can't do that.
Don't just say it like that, but yeah, I probably would.
I do take you for a tattletale. I've gotten in trouble for things that I've only ever told you.
Yeah, the ball sees a lot. Doesn't feel good, does it?
Apparently the ball feels a lot. Duly noted.
I do!
Gabagulio, have you ever considered that if you treat people better, they'll be nicer to you?
No.
Okay.
I feel like that doesn't actually happen
You
in
tried.
practice.
But have you tried?
But I feel like we keep saying it, but I feel like we all get treated very similarly.
No.
Ripple, you're on mute if whatever you're trying to
No, I'm
describe.
just reading. I wanted to see how visible Mage
How
Hand
mage handed
is.
works.
Aren't drugs supposed to be the first one is free?
You can always go check.
I feel like
The street value, you know, is 50. Depends on if he wants. You can always go check and see if he.
We didn't ask for the
That's the
tavern
first one, go
price,
free.
you see.
That's not what I mean.
does it.
What?
Well,
Can we move over to the table so I can watch this.
I just have an idea. But how
look-
visible is how perceptible is Mage Hand?
A spectral floating hand appears at a point chosen within range. The hand lasts for the duration. So, mage hand usually So if you wanted to try and sleight of hand something with Mage Hand, I would let you do a sleight of hand check using intelligence as opposed to dexterity. It's a spectral hand, so it's kind of visible. If you're trying to grab it and then pull it towards you, that's a long range for someone not to see a floating vial of skooma in a spectral hand.
Well, so I don't want them to see the hand.
What are you trying to do?
I'm debating causing a commotion so then we can follow the Rat King. So when the Rat King goes and tries to pass off the vial of skooma to the person on the other side of the table, I was gonna cast my hand and thwap it to the floor over here. So all of a sudden, like, it's uncomfortable. They're doing something uncomfortably publicly illicit, and maybe the rat.
I would
just
let you do the
gets
same
up and
thing.
tries to leave.
A sleight of hand check using intelligence to see if they see the hand while you're doing that.
All right.
So it would be 3 more than what it currently is.
Okay, so we'll just mentally know it's +3.
No, it's +4. No, because it's 3 more than what it currently is, because you have a +1 already. So it's +4. If you wanted to do that, you get a +4 on the roll.
Yeah. So I sit and I watch and I wait for my little moment and I try to play this out.
Gabagulia comes up to you right around the time where the vial is starting to be passed. So this would be right about now.
All right, and if I don't hear any objections, so I'm gonna do.
So if he doesn't see it, then he'll get slapped aside. If he sees it, he'll move it around and then look around to see that kind of thing.
If you look like you're gonna do something, I'm not gonna interrupt you or jump scare you.
All right.
Stab him in the ribs. What are you up to?
Yeah,
I think I did good.
You did good.
Shit.
You did dang good.
I'm
You
proud of
slap
you.
it, and the vial goes rolling across the floor over to roughly here. Oh, that wasn't. I wanted a template. I didn't want just a square box. There we go. There. And both the Rat King and the person that's
And
buying
this-
look around. And this
What about
person.
this dude who's like?
That's actually the
"Stick
person who already
another
has one.
Yeah.
He like
It's
looks
my
down.
lucky day.
Everyone looks around, sees the vial on the ground, and this person just kind of looks around and picks it up off the ground and puts it in their pocket. But everyone else seems to kind of have eyes in the corner at that point. This person disperses over towards this way, and you do see the Rat King kind of close up shop and then start heading down this way.
There we go. Let's get them, boys.
Yeah, I would start following
Heading-
if the other two are going in that direction.
So are you trying to cut him off because he's going east now?
I want
Is
to
the plan to
follow.
cut him off
it's
or
open.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be found following him until we're away from the bar, because I'm assuming
Okay.
these are.
So
these
he's going out south and then directly beelining east. So if you're all actually right there, he would see you all.
posting.
And if you want to cut him off, you
I'm
can
at the
come
table.
down. But if you want him to, you can sit at that's part of the table too. But if you're just staring out the windows, you'd be cutting. That's cutting him off, unless you're trying to go ahead of him.
I don't want to make it look like I know about him.
Okay, so yeah,
I'm just
he's
going
gonna
my
start
own way.
heading out this way. Everyone make a stealth check once you get past a certain range. You won't have to until you're out of the bar because there's enough commotion, but I imagine that you're all continuing.
I did okay.
And I'm not even really trying to hide. I'm just trying to make sure I always kind of know. where
Nom's like
he is.
right up. He's actually just right next to him. He's gonna go north here at the bank. So Gabagoolio, do with that what you will.
Wow, it's 2 really good stealth rolls other than mine.
I'm just trying
Wrexham's
to
also
stay
pretty
in
close.
vision of him, but I'm trying to get there
I'm
before
tiny. You
him.
can't see me.
But
So-
now that I see that my whole family's here, I'm less worried about losing him now.
At this point,
You can't see me.
you see as he starts to walk, there are 3 figures that flank. I need to bring them in. Oh, nope, I
Such
just
a
deleted them by
interesting
accident.
fountain.
Ooh yeah, fight just got 3 times easier.
It's not the council
Hey, it's
member.
that guy.
I'm sorry, it has the same
Ah.
portrait. It's not the council member.
Oh my god, it's the council member.
They knew you were
Councilman
dirty.
Mike, John, and Jeremy.
But they all start walking in like this formation this way. And
Excuse me.
if Gabagulio's gonna stay, are you just gonna let them pass at this point?
I mean,
I
are they getting close to me?
Yeah, they're literally walking right past you.
Like, if I were to keep walking this way, does it appear that they're following me now?
I guess you could try a deception check to be like, stop following me if you wanted to.
Don't do that.
I don't want to talk to them. Like, if they look like there's now 4 people chasing me, I might address it.
They're
but
not chasing
okay.
you. No, they look like they're walking
We're just
up
walking
here.
in the same direction.
If you're
Okay,
following, they're walking up
good.
here to this shop.
Okay, good.
And at this point, all of them kind of go
It was
this
there.
way. It was. You see the Rat King drops disguise at that point. Shakes it off, and you see the 3 of them start talking to each other. Is Gabagulio actually like right there? Like, I still don't understand
Standing next
what
to
the 2 people that can actually be as close is Brixham and Anam, because they rolled good stealth checks. Very good stealth checks. Gabagulio, roll a stealth check for me.
I would only be about here, but I still have to roll.
Okay. You do still have to roll one.
Because that's fair. I didn't realize this. I thought they were going to keep walking when I went to there, and then they tucked into the corner.
You could have just walked up past and then gone and tried to break into your favorite kitchen.
Not bad.
Hey.
You feel pretty stealthy. Everyone feels pretty stealthy. They don't seem to notice you as they open up the door. The 3 of them post up outside, and you hear some murmuring like, short night, something happened with the skooma vial. Don't know if it was a little more volatile than normal. Sold one, but also lost one. That's unfortunate. And they all start heading on in. And he says, Greg, go grab another barrel from outside and push it into the loading area. And the 2 of them walk in. Greg opens up the door. One of these doors is left open. Greg goes in, grabs barrel.
All right, we should kill Greg.
Let's open the top.
I feel like we should really stress that it's knockout. Like, we're not cops.
So subdue only.
Set phasers to stun.
So at this point, you guys can
Same way,
choose what you want to do. He's struggling a little bit with the barrel,
I would knock him
but
out.
he's slowly opening him up.
I would
Where's
whisper to my
Greg?
brother, knock him out.
Greg's
I've got
over to
this
the right.
One move called Eldritch Blast, and that's about it.
Can I get over to him?
Hey.
You're very stealthy. You can walk right up to Greg.
If I was to cast a
I would be
spell,
coming
I
with
this
ya.
way?
I would like to.
Yeah, if it has a verbal component, because you don't have the subtle casting that sorcerer gets, you would be hurt casting it.
So I will hold.
I'm
then.
pretty confident that Frank's character can sneak attack, knock him out.
I was gonna say I'll go for a non-lethal takedown.
Frank is level 1.
Yeah, but still sneak attack.
I think you both
It's-
need to be in combat for me to do this, so we'll do this.
I
it's not
presume
very
that guy is.
music
I,
yet.
also,
No,
I
you
presume
go.
he's
You go first.
surprised.
Combat begin.
I'm assuming I have advantage.
Yes. Oh yeah. He doesn't know you're there. And if Kreezer wants to follow up with a shot right afterwards, that's also okay.
Yeah, I would be doing backup here basically.
Did
I
that
see
roll?
him pull out the dagger and start doing the like watch this eyes.
That was a
I
roll
got-
for
I got
initiative.
it. It only doubled my roll for initiative.
Try again.
Flawless.
Like something new
Inven-
breaks every single time. you try.
Inventory dagger. I probably have to pick the specific dagger. Advantage.
Okay.
Hey,
There you go. It
right?
hits. There you go. I don't know if it'll ask you
Damage.
for sneak attack,
It won't.
but roll your
Jeez.
sneak attack damage. Damn, that was it's max. 1d6. He is unconscious.
Told you.
So I'll just keep him at 1 because if it's an NPC, it would kill him.
Not
Yep.
impossible.
I'm gonna-
but he rolled
I'm gonna
max and
whisper
then
to
almost max.
I'm gonna whisper to Kreezor, put him in the cart.
Can I search his
You can
pockets real
do-
quick and see if there's
Sure.
anything?
You're able to look through his pockets. You find a gold piece, and you find an empty vial
I'm actually just gonna leave the gold piece
And-
there.
and a small amount of, and a key.
There we go. Thank you.
All right, I'd
So
drag
you
him
would
out,
have a key.
and I would
have you unconscious.
stuff him
Unconscious. There we go.
in the cart.
Okay, do a stealth or sleight of hand to try and make as little sound as possible with the body that you're dragging. Into combat for now because you're not in combat.
I am gonna post up right on the other side of the door while
Sure.
he's doing that.
Sure. You're able to, without much of a sound, move his body into the cart and kind of hide behind the cart for a bit. You see, let's see. Yeah, you'd be able to see as you're stuffing his body into the cart. The shopkeep pop his head around and be like, Greg, fall asleep on the job again. Someone else go out there.
There's a goddamn window there.
Get for Greg.
He shut the windows.
Yeah,
He didn't shut that window.
he did
That's the
shut-
loading window. You get some of the barrels through there. But he didn't see anything. He just thinks Greg's asleep. Can Jim go? Not Jim. I can't reuse Jim for the sanctity of Gabagolia. I can't ever reuse the name Jim.
I think you should just keep calling everyone Jim. And then Gabagulio can just be like, it's my best friend Jim. And you're like, different Jim.
Timothy, go check. And he's gonna go here.
I'm gonna pull out my longbow. Just be ready.
He's gonna go here and here. And he doesn't have a reason to turn towards Anam, and everyone else is hiding behind the cart.
That was my hope.
Does Eldritch
So he's gonna
Blast
go,
make a sound when
Greg.
it goes off?
And then I'm gonna go come in behind him immediately and do the same thing.
Sure. I don't know. Let's see if I actually have to have you in combat. Let's try. Oh no, that hits.
Wow.
Damn. Okay, so that doesn't by itself
So
take him
as
down.
the is it Nick? I think
Yes.
is the
Oh yeah,
thing?
you can do.
I'm
yeah,
going
against
to I'm
Dragon
going to
Light.
offhand
Yeah,
as part of the attack.
that hits. No, Nick doesn't add the
It's-
+4, I believe. Right?
I
Or no, it
think-
doesn't add the one. What does Nick do?
It's a free action as a follow-up attack.
Oh, okay. So no, Nick doesn't have a weird property, right? That's not like normal offhand.
And it was an offhand attack as part of the attack action.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think
So
that's
that's-
normal.
So that's the full
Anyway,
damage, yeah.
no, it's now he's dead. Poor guy.
I didn't kill him. It's
He's-
non-lethal.
I know. I just had to give him 1 health because that's how that works.
Now there's 2 orcs in the cart.
And this time, while you are doing the axe, so that it's not just one at a time. That was really good though. He got half of the force. He comes in and he sees Nam pulling the dagger back, and it's like you see him pull out a bow.
Fire over Anam's shoulder through that window.
He would
I
have
mean,
3/4
I can also
cover,
see.
but yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, what is that? Just disadvantage for me?
3/4 cover is more AC.
It's +4
more
AC.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, still normal roll for me.
Yeah.
Sick.
Damn. Okay. You're gonna do that. He's only gonna take half damage from this though.
Alright. Holy shit.
I don't think it actually. Oh, it did actually do it properly. Let's go. And he is slowed though, as we start our combat.
Get him! For me, rolling like shit the whole start of this night, that was good.
Oh god. I just heard everything.
Yeah.
I heard it all.
About
That's what
time.
I've
Anyway.
been hearing this
About
whole
time you have to
yeah.
deal with it as well.
Yeah.
This guy is
Thank you,
unconscious
Gabs.
on the ground. There's someone in the window who is currently slowed, has 3/4 covered, and you would have heard him tell his other guard to start walking, which you know is inside. And now you can see. Oh no, you couldn't. You saw him go fast. Yeah, so you can see him right there.
I'm going to attack him.
That is not going to hit.
Damn it.
That is going to hit. For 6 damage. He is badly injured. Which is bloody.
Anything?
What do you mean?
Can I bonus section disengage?
Not
At
until
this
level
level?
2.
Okay, that's
Level
kind of
2.
what I was under the impression.
Okay.
Can you bonus action offhand?
I used my offhand as part of my attack.
I was being sassy.
I am gonna open that door and then scoot to the left one.
Okay. So he has slow as what? 10 foot less movement?
That's a good question.
Reduce its speed
Yeah.
by 10 feet
10
until the
feet.
start of my next turn.
So he's going to, since he doesn't want to shoot out at 10 at, because you would also have cover over that barrel. He's going to step back here and take his first. He's going to actually just step over here, use 10 feet of his movement. Take his first shot at the Nom. Okay, this was not made with advantage. That's going to miss. He's going to take his second shot. I think a second shot at the Nom too. That one's going to crit.
I'm just straight up dead, I think.
No. Wait a minute. Did it actually roll damage? Oh,
Holy
no.
shit.
So you didn't take 25
Insane.
damage. You didn't take the 3d6. So you took a total of 10 damage.
Okay, I'm unconscious.
Because he didn't hit you with advantage.
Okay.
That's raw. I couldn't roll it without that. But yeah. You are unconscious.
Oh god, I can't see anything.
Anyway. Ripple.
I am. I'm going to cast Magic Missile, and I'm going to do 1 dart at the badly injured guy and 2 darts at the boss.
So you don't have to declare all of them at the start. You can just go
One at a
as time
oh,
goes. Yeah.
oh,
I
cool.
let you go one at a time.
All right, so Magic Missile. Cast spell. Update item.
Oh, that's me. Apply.
All
Confirm.
right, so first one. Roll. First one does 2.
He is still up.
All right, I'll hit him again. Second one does.
Are you? Yeah. He is barely alive.
I should just take him out. Third one does. The full.
Why did the last one have to do 5?
That's annoying, but yes. And all right, and for my remainder, I will move this way.
Okay.
That was non-lethal, by the way, if Magic Missile's able to be.
Yeah. I don't see any issue. Why not?
After the fact. Alright. I would duck my way out here. Can I open with a Hunter's Mark?
Yes. It's bonus action. You can use that anytime you want.
Hunter's Mark.
Oh wow, that also was automated. Do it again for me. We refund your resource. Do it again.
Hunter's Mark.
Okay. That's fine. I don't know why it says a J. Don't worry about it. Move along.
All right.
We'll see if it rolls the extra D6 if you hit.
Maybe.
We'll
maybe.
see.
All right. I would like to shoot the longbow.
You also get advantage on wisdom and perception or survival to make it. That's why it marks it.
Does a 20.
It does hit.
You are
20
Mandarin.
does hit.
All right.
If we were fighting a level 1 mini boss and 20 did
It did
not
do the
hit,
thing. Let's go.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah.
You know, +5 and plus 1d6 and only totaling 12 is.
Hey,
So-
that 5. You actually rolled a 5 on that force damage. It was just a bad roll on the beam
Damn,
damage.
Yeah, the base damage just. All right. All right.
You
Yeah.
need to
with
reassign
that,
unconscious so that it doesn't give
I
you
think-
no vision. I don't know what.
What?
it
I
does
can't
now.
hear you or see you.
I think I want to.
It's a mercy.
Duck myself. Actually, that is the doorway. I would like to duck myself
Sure.
around the corner just a notch.
Okay.
And that's me.
Gabagulio.
Okay. I'm gonna walk right in there. I wish I could get closer.
I mean, that's unfortunate, but it's not like you have extra movement.
Yeah.
don't you have a, is Eldritch Blast need to be right up and personal?
No,
No,
but I don't know
but,
if that's what he's gonna do.
I've never used my spells yet. Ever. I was kind of hoping to get into melee range and hit him.
Tonight is the night.
I guess tonight's the night.
Your book shall drink his soul.
You know what? I pull out the scimitar, and as I'm like kind of running up to him, I do like a thrust, and out of the end of the scimitar comes an eldritch blast. As I'm completely surprised by this and don't understand what's happening. I just came
Sure.
up short as I jumped forward and thrusted, and the rapier is acting on its own as it lets out an eldritch
Ooh.
blast. Do I use MIDI use or beam?
Use MIDI use and let's see what happens.
Midas?
Saying
Just
that a date.
Turning him
But
to
it's
gold?
fine.
13 to
It
hit.
does not hit. Does not.
Okay, I'm taking a.
Do you have a second
back.
beam or just one beam?
Um,
No, just one beam at first.
I think that's
2 beams
fine.
at level 5, 4 beams at
Yeah.
3 beams at 11. Okay, yeah. So you just one beam for now.
So I'm taken aback by that, and I miss, and I go, "Oh, what happened?" And I kind of look at my side, and my book's kind of glowing and having a bit of a fit as well. And that's my turn because I missed.
Okay. Brixum.
Step over to Anam, and I'm gonna cast.
What? I can't see or hear you.
You will in a second. You will in a second. I'm gonna use a bonus action to cast Healing Word.
Here, goddamn you!
Sure.
Hear and see.
Oh my god,
Maybe
everything is
Seth.
bright.
He is still
Let the
prone, but
light
he's full
bring you
health.
back, brother. And then I'm gonna point a finger at the
Healing
scout
word is
captain
so
and
amazing right now.
It's
2d4
so broken,
level
I
1?
love it.
Gonna cast Cold.
Soul of the Dead? Sure.
Do I click roll? I can roll.
Yes. So he failed his save and he took the 4 damage. Let's go. Because it auto rolled the
Spells
save, which was
over
12.
You don't mess with family. And I like
Family.
rear up to all 3 feet nothing that I am.
Get on your tiptoes.
You
Let's-
slam a
that-
Corona
okay.
against the door frame, turning into a ship.
I'm going to screenshot this initiative because if this doesn't work for some reason, at least I'll know who goes. Oh, wait a minute. No, are we doing rerolled? We said rerolled. That's
Chaos.
right.
Yep.
It's
At the end of the
chaos.
round, there's only chaos.
Frank, I can
Um,
hear Frank dying inside.
We did say. We did say.
He is dying.
mechanics.
Oh, we did say that.
Auto reroll initiative is on, so this should just go. It's Brixham and Kreezor's
That
turn.
was the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my entire life.
Is it?
I mean, it was the best thing that's ever happened to Brixham.
It is.
Brixham and Kreezor can choose. You guys
I
can go
meant-
whatever.
No, it doesn't
I
matter.
meant the-
Brixham's the swing vote, so
The
that's all that
sound?
matters.
I meant the sound.
Oh.
I'm going to use my alert feat to swap places with Ripple, since I'm on the ground.
Can you? It's if you choose, right?
It's
So if Ripple
any
wants to
time
go-
initiative is rolled, as long as he's willing. I can
Oh, okay.
swap
Ripple
initiatives
Cool.
with
Yeah.
anyone.
Well, because he's on the
Yeah,
ground, I think
buff.
is what he's saying.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be last?
Yeah, he's prone.
Yeah.
Technically, if he's trying to hit with ranged attacks, prone is actually a disadvantage if it's less than. So actually, it would be harder for the guy to hit an
Yeah.
Well, either way, the guy goes before an There's virtually
you
Unless he
don't
wanted to
wanna-
change with some, he could change with anyone.
He
That's
can do
actually
it.
But I
amazing
can't,
for them.
I can't actually get to him, can I?
You could. It's 15
No,
feet.
I can. Yeah, but like he just killed me, basically. So I'm not really
You're playing dead.
I'm not really in a rush to get back to him. So yeah, I'm gonna swap with Ripple.
But Brixham and Kreezer, you got to choose because you're same initiative. Who wants to go?
Breaks do the back-to-back.
Alright. Toll the dead. Gonna do it again.
Oh, wait a minute.
That's the
He
same
did fail
damage.
again and took another 4 damage.
Bong.
So consistent, that Brixham.
Very consistent.
All right. Is that all you got, person?
Oh yeah, sorry. That was it.
Sweet.
His bonus actions are all reactive.
I will step around my corner and take a shot over my brother's corpse because he looks dead.
That does not hit.
All right. Cool. I love that. Can I bonus action drag a nom around the corner?
I say sure. Why not?
Because it's only 5 feet. That's why I missed. I was really just focused on that.
If Anom wants to. If Anom wants to.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, because now you can't hit it with daggers on your turn.
Right. I'm fine with
Unless you
it.
throw them. Okay, as long as you're fine with it.
Okay.
Gabagooley, roll a dexterity check. Just
Why?
a dexterity check. That's how we always, because he's tying you. It's only a 9.
Dex.
Don't fuck this up.
Yeah, don't fuck. Ah,
You're
yeah.
first.
Okay.
Julio's got big dicks.
Gabagoolio opens his book for the first time ever.
And I don't even get to see.
Do a death save. No, just
He
kidding.
can read.
Do a death save.
and he is.
How detrimental can we make Warlock?
He is
What's
going
he
to cast a first level Witch Bolt.
Sure.
Okay. 18 to hit.
Going to take half damage from this.
9 damage.
So you took half of that. But it is active.
It is active.
Witch Bolt
damage.
is there.
It's there for a while. And I don't think I don't have any bonus actions. So I open up my book and I start saying words in Abyssal that I don't know what they are. I'm just reading them off the book. And a witch bolt comes out of the book and it starts zapping the evil dude, evil shopkeeper.
The evil shopkeep. Are you doing anything else for the rest of your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna walk forward a step because now
Bold move.
I'm at disadvantage for range now, and if he runs away from me, I can hellish rebuke him.
Okay.
Actually, wait, maybe not. I don't.
You can do Hellish Rebuke if he hits you.
If he hits you.
I used my first level spell slot though, so I can't.
Oh, warlocks.
Either way, I got in range, and now he's at disadvantage for a ranged attack. So that's what we're gonna do. And I get an
Okay.
opportunity attack if he runs away like a bitch.
He's gonna pull out his sword.
Okay. Of course he'd
Oh,
have a sword.
beans.
It was a good try.
Who could have saw this
Hell
coming,
of a
gang?
try.
You didn't leave that in the back?
Have to walk over my corpse to get to you guys.
They don't. None of his attacks have the second part of the text, so no, he does not deal 4d6 damage on an attack
We'll
with
see.
advantage.
Which is really
No,
wonderful.
No, they don't. That is a 15 to hit.
How many
For
layer actions does he get?
9 damage. See, that rolled properly this time. Oh, but you succeeded on the Constitution saving
I've
throw.
got 1 health left, and I got the con save.
Proud of you.
And then he's going to swing at you again.
Oh,
No!
shit.
That's illegal.
But he's going to miss.
Hey, this is a
He thought-
freaking roller
He
coaster.
thought I was gonna fall all the way down, and he was gonna stab
Yeah.
through my skull, but I caught myself, and he missed.
Yep. That's what happened. And now it's
The book
Ripple's
is
turn.
still zapping him.
Actually,
Alright.
no. He would have moved around this way. Or, no. Here. There we go. Now it's
Alright.
Ripple's turn.
I
He just
move-
wanted to move a little bit.
Move over here.
I'm bleeding out almost.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
He's also a wizard, so he can't heal you.
I'm just saying,
Sorry, bro.
You see this as
Nothing
you
good.
round the corner.
What would you like me to do about it?
Can do to help you with that. I'm just curious if I do guaranteed damage or if I try to attempt for higher damage. So that minimum does 6.
I have guaranteed damage. You should go higher. If I die, I lose it though. Every turn I'm up, I do guaranteed damage to him for a bit.
I can also do Witch's Bolt too, so we could both do that. And Witch's Bolt, pretty much after even if I miss the first one, is still guaranteed damage. Because
Yeah, it
the
does.
bonus,
still
the
keep going.
bonus still does it. So why not double Witch's Bolt him? I think that's funny.
Ripple's got to be impressed that I'm casting Witch's Bolt.
I didn't see it.
You can see.
I
me
You do see the
actively
energy
doing it.
on
It's
him,
happening
yeah,
right
with the
now.
tether.
I don't know
Now.
where it come. I don't know where it's come from.
Yeah, you do. You can see the tether on the witch's bolt.
Oh, does it link back to the person?
It's like it's a
It
little
comes out of
lingering
it's coming out of
electricity
my
in the
book.
air. Yeah, yeah.
That is also open and in my hands.
He's
Doesn't
reading.
really mean anything
I'm
though.
also reading an abyssal. I don't know what I'm
I knew
saying.
you
though.
could read.
I'm
Family.
speaking in tongues.
Family.
which
You're
happens
seeing
to be
family in
abyssal.
Abyssal.
I'm actually talking about.
There's
fried
11
That
do
Vermont
does
it.
not
chicken.
fit.
Damn.
It doesn't hit, but he is witch bolted.
All right, and I have to stay within eyesight of him, so I can't
Oh.
run back again.
Wait a minute. Gabagulio's still taking the concentrating. Don't worry, next time we'll deal with that in next run. It's fine. I don't know why I took away Gabagulio's concentration.
Me neither. It's bullshit. That's why.
Whatever, move along. We'll remember that when it comes to it. You sure you want to stay there?
Well, if I move back, he loses Witch's Bolt, right? Because he
And
can't
she's
have
gonna
total.
charge you taken.
He can't have total cover from me. So if I go here,
Oh, yeah.
total cover for me, correct?
Opponent's target is Avirath. Yes, because if you can't see him, it's total cover. So you have to see. Yep.
You can rush him,
So I'm gonna.
and then I could drag your body out later.
Anyway, Anam.
Stand up.
The real Slim Shady.
I'm gonna walk. That's 5'10". And then I'm going to. I guess I'll firebolt.
That works. That hits. He is going to uncanny dodge. He takes 5 fire damage and is bloodied. Would you like to do anything else? You have, I think, 5 feet or 10 feet of movement left. That was like a corner. That was a max damage firebolt. Can you stop rolling max damage today?
No, I can't. I feel like I could technically bonus action throw a dagger.
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Because it's an offhand.
It is an offhand.
Damn, I really needed that
That
to
does
hit.
not hit. It goes clinking back.
Big Naruto underthrow.
Right into a ceiling
and then
fan.
any other... Okay.
That's it.
It's actually just.
Oh god,
Ceiling.
why? It's
That was
so much
so
worse
bad.
than it used to be.
That was so terrible.
Grazor!
Oh,
Now you know it's the start of the round. There's no question.
alright.
Oh, wait a minute. First, does Anam want to swap with anyone?
I knock on the
Alert.
wall behind me and ask if Ripple wants to swap.
No, because I'm gonna.
you have Witch Bolt. Right.
Yeah. The Witch Bolt will happen, and I get to do a cantrip.
Then no.
Okay. Grazor.
Alright. Gonna get up and in here so I got nice clean line of sight, because that was the problem last time.
So guys,
Totally.
I think
Sure.
he's keeping a spiritual weapon in the closet over there.
And
No, it's just
A boy?
his shop.
That's
You
not
can't do
better.
that. It's never a reaction. No, it's Timothy,
put an arrow in him.
the assistant.
Jimothy?
You do put an arrow in him. It hits. Timothy, not Jimothy.
Sure.
Okay.
It is for the 12.
Nice. That's a lot.
How'd you do an extra D6 damage?
He's
Hunter's
Hunter's,
Mark.
Mark.
Oh, Hunter's Mark. Okay.
Family.
Good
Yep.
job.
Family. Family.
Alright. And I think with that, I will step my last 2 steps over there.
Sure.
And he's really fucked and cornered now.
All right.
He
First-
feels pretty cornered.
First,
You see his eyes darting around to the different exits he could possibly go out at this point,
ongoing damage.
He is slow.
as he is quickly losing the will to fight.
5
That
more.
does 5 damage.
All right. And now my main thing.
For the main event.
All right. What do I want to do? Don't want to do anything flammable in a warehouse. So, I'm gonna Ray of Frost him.
Sure.
I did not.
It did not.
And that is my turn.
Okay. On his turn, he is going to put all 3 of his weapons down. And he's going to say, okay, I'll go quiet. This isn't
Does he
worth
end his
it.
turn?
laid out on the ground.
He does. I mean, he does. He lays down on the ground. He is technically prone.
I am up.
Alright.
I'm
I'm
still
gonna run
concentrating.
up and-
Hold on, I'm still
It's-
concentrating on Witch Bolt.
It's Gabagulio's turn.
Oh no! Oh no!
Everyone's got to put down their weapons.
I am still concentrating on Witch Bolt, which is I'm gonna let it go off before I decide what I'm doing. He's gonna get hit with that because he
Just roll
basically killed
1d12.
me.
Roll 1d12 because I don't think it's
Cool.
technically tethered anymore. So just to hit roll / roll 1d12 and I'll minus it.
Okay.
So he surrendered and then you shocked him?
No,
Just to
I
make
casted
sure.
it last turn.
Right.
That's exactly how much damage he did to me. We're even.
He's looking extremely
Then I
in
sh-
pain at this point.
Then I shut
Barely
the book.
hanging on.
Then I shut the book.
Okay.
I
I'm
don't
like-
think that was appropriate.
That's exactly how hard he hit me.
Yes,
anyone
but
else-
He surrendered.
Is everyone else taking the surrender or?
Yes, I'm taking this.
I'm gonna tie him up. Can I go
Sure.
tie him up? Gabagolia, you done beating the shit out of him?
I mean, I don't think it's
Don't worry.
wise
This is
to
not
come off as
actually
a
a-
group of
Fine.
people who are just willing to get their
This
asses
is-
kicked.
This is not a blood stain. This is the guy who's alive. I just wasn't able to change his health in combat.
Yep,
He's
we,
there.
we tie them up too.
We call that one
Scooby Doo
blood
style,
stain.
where all of the henchmen are like back to back to back.
You bring him into the back of
I'm
the
still
warehouse.
trying to pull this guy's
Everyone
mask
got
off.
Can we load them all in the cart and bring them to the police station?
We should. We're here to
It's a
get.
small cart.
Well, before we bring them to the police station, we need to find the evidence, and we need to make sure we know how they're getting it in.
Everyone's in the back.
Yeah. The
Just
evidence is
arresting
that I
him-
saw him hand one off.
Yes, but just that isn't enough. We need to know how they're getting it in. Otherwise, that counselor is still in trouble. How are you getting it in? The city?
After they're all tied up, I'm gonna go around and medicine check all of them. Just
I
tend their wounds so they're not
have
dying.
Do
my.
you have spare the dying?
No, I
Really?
have these hands.
I have my connections. I was let into the city by a cloaked figure and told that I would have the ability to set up shop. And the only thing I had to do was sell specifically to the guardsmen of the East Gate. I don't know the shadow figure that did this. All I know is it was a free ride into a safe zone. All I had to do was... Well, technically I didn't have to do anything with drugs at this point. It's just kind of my only trade. And it's hard
Oh,
to
it's-
make money these days with the taxes.
So you mean you weren't making money running a shop, so you had to be a drug dealer on the side?
Well, in
Yes.
good news, I think I've negotiated a tax break where it's per person, not per city. So maybe you'll get a little bit of a break. But unfortunately, I don't think you'll be around for that. I don't know if they're gonna, how long. I don't know how long a drug sentence is.
I don't know either.
I guess we're gonna find out.
Do you think they'd let me off a little bit easier? I mean, I
No.
don't know who the guy
No.
with the cloak was, but I could try and flip on him if I knew.
No.
Cooperating probably helps.
No, you
yeah.
you tried to kill me. No.
Well, to be fair,
Gabagoolio, why did you go take a walk or something? This is
We're not giving him a deal.
you're-
No.
You're not having. You're not.
No,
having, you're not
I
ha-
mean,
This isn't Gabagoolio. This isn't your day. Go have something to drink. Go have a pumpkin.
do I get a trial? I'll go quietly and cooperate. I just would like some form of.
You will probably.
Trial.
They will. You could probably negotiate your sentence for helping us, because we are looking for how you're getting it into the city and who set this deal up.
Let me try and think. As far as the cloaked figure went,
What did their voice sound like?
deep.
What was their height?
It's around 6.5 feet.
Were they broad-shouldered?
Why target the East Gate, folks?
Under, I don't know, but it was deliberately to. I mean, the only thing. So this is what makes sense to me. I've been a part of. I've traded skooma for many years out in the neutral zones, and when someone wants their rival or someone they don't like out of power, they target an underling and make the person in power look bad. So someone wants the Speaker of the East Gate Town. to look bad. That's my guess.
Seem pretty smart to have to resort to dealing drugs.
It's the one thing. It's really the one thing I know from anything. General goods just doesn't sell enough. I mean, sadly, the better taxes will be coming after I'm in jail. But it would have helped beforehand. You know, when you can't make ends meet.
No.
I took on Timothy because he was a street urchin, and I just didn't have enough money to support him and myself with the business, and I felt really bad. So I went to drugs to try and get some extra money to support him. I understand that's not a good role model.
Did Timothy know you were dealing drugs?
No, I kept that. He's probably a little bit traumatized over there. He's actually huddled in a corner at the moment.
I see that.
He has
Oh
never
shit, he
seen
actually
this much
concealed
blood.
this.
Yes.
I thought he was in a different room.
No,
Well-
he's right there.
Could
I
we
just
got
wanted to give him a better life, but not the way to do it.
I'm gonna go fetch Mother and the counselor. I have a sneaking suspicion we don't want to get the normal guards here. If somebody is setting
Not
up,
normal guards. I mean, I get a better chance at a break.
quite possibly, if you like I said, if you're cooperative, you seem to be.
Gladly.
But,
Anything you need.
Might not hang.
Kreezor, how do you know to speak like that? Anywho, I will be brothers. Keep them here. I will go get Mother and the counselor.
If you need a name, the name's Tallward Gray.
His name is Talward Gray.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's helpful. So I'm gonna go run and get our Mother and the counselor that signed us up for this. I'm
Sure.
assuming we know.
They're on another small break at the moment. They've been talking for quite some time. They seem to have said okay to your tax plan while you were gone.
Huzzah.
You convince the people.
Yeah.
Then you bring the people back. Takes a few minutes. Bring everyone back. I don't know where did Gabagulio go? Is he still outside? Everyone's able to take a short rest if
he's
you'd like
gone.
to as well. Where did he go?
Somewhere. I don't know. He's somewhere in town.
Okay. People can take like a short rest if you need to for any wounds. I guess it's just
Sleeping on a
Gabagulio.
bench.
It's the only one. But everyone
Not
else,
anymore.
the mother and the town speaker is able to grow up. Let me bring these over to a spot so I can copy them.
I do have to head out momentarily.
Yes, you do. They're
Cool
here.
thing it's a cool thing you're heading out at level 2.
All right.
So they're there, and you're able to show up with all of them. You've told them all the tale. Is there anything
Hi, Mom.
specific?
I shot a bunch of holes in this guy.
I see that you didn't kill them though. That's very good. Don't
We're not guards. Not that the guards should be killing people either. But,
guards shouldn't be killing people
Oh,
either.
has taught us
but
well.
I just assumed you didn't want us just murdering or killing people on
You assumed very correctly.
in the market.
Very correct. Very correctly.
But also, he
Ah.
is interested in cutting a deal. I'm assuming he doesn't want to spend his life in jail. He has quite the tale to tell about setting up East Gate guards.
Sure. We will definitely get his testimony and we'll work on it. There'll be a fair trial and everything. That's how we run things here.
And someone needs
and
to
y-
look after Timothy. We can't just leave him in the warehouse by himself. He's an orphan.
There
Seems
isn't.
like it's their thing, Mom.
Oh no.
We don't have the. There is. We do know someone. No, we do know someone that is looking to adopt, and we will get him to be adopted. We sadly in this family we currently are at maximum capacity, but we do know of another family that will gladly adopt Timothy.
Timothy, you hear that? You're going home.
You're going home.
Told
That's
you,
where we
Tim.
can end it. The next session will be a little bit of just closing out the council section, then we'll go into that. You are all level 2. Woo.
Oh my
Um,
goodness.
let's
Weird.
Can I do some arrow retrievals?
Sure.
Can I pick up my dagger?
You get half. Yeah, you can pick up
Since
your
it
dagger.
missed completely.
You get half of your arrows back that you used.
And I
Rounded
get
up.
half of my dagger.
No, you get the full dagger. The general store's name is Vulcan's Grud, and Grud is drug spelled backwards.
God damn it.
Oh. I
And the name
hear
of the
it.
shopkeep.
It's right
I
there.
was so right when I was leaning over the counter yelling at him that I could buy drugs in this town.
The name of the shopkeep is Talwar Gray, and Talwar is an anagram for Walter, and Gray is,
Oh.
not White, but it's Walter White. It's a play on Walter White.
Son of a-
I hate that I missed all of that, and I'm just like, this has a sketchy back room. This is where the drugs are. Every other
We
shop
never
is
asked
wide
his name,
open.
so you didn't know till the end anyway, which is fine. And yeah, it is the one with the back room. That is for sure. Oh. But yes, everyone
Wow.
can be level 2, and you can stop complaining about not having a level and being like, oh,